Oi, oi. Flat Earth British. Martinliedtke speaking. Happy Flaterday. And thanks for being here. It's going to be epic. Thanks for spending the time of your life and hanging out with Flat Earth British crew. And be an epic member of Club Fuck It. Don't worry, you're not really a member because there's not we don't do clubs. That's just all weird and culty. But it's good to think that we're in a sort of collective that is epic and Club Fuck It. That's what I think. So we're going to have an epic show tonight. There's lots and lots and lots of information in this, guys, and hundreds of beautiful images. I'm going to do a narrative. It's going to be really interesting. I'm going to welcome a few of you into the hangout. Thanks for waiting, the people that did for a while. Well, Drug Metals, there's my son, who is Lawrence Liedtke. And there's my witchy poo, who is front row seat. Woohoo, Club Fuck It. Oh, that's how you spell Club Fuck It. Yeah, that'll work. It's Manny. It's Bruce. Good to see you. So to Dave Knuckles. Good to see you, Dave Knuckles, my friend. And Cold Steel and Math Titus. It's going to be epic tonight. Detective Mr. Rasta. Good to see you, Dread Shiva. Good to see you, my brother. Bluebird, Andrew, Pavlov. Good to see you, Dallas. Good to see you. So, yeah, we're going to have an epic night. We're going to show the rest of the world what it's like to be fucking epic and in Club Fuck It. Okay? No fear. No anything, really. We're just going to have a good time. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a good time. We're going to learn together. And you're going to, basically have a glimpse into my mind. God help you. And what I've been thinking about all week. So, what's that one? Is that a sexy thing? Okay. Anyway, Brian Knuckles is in the house. We love Brian Knuckles. One loves you, Brian. Brian Knuckles. Fucking hell, I done a hybrid of Brian Evans and Dave Knuckles. It's a bit like when Whitney Houston married Gene Pitney and became Whitney Pitney, isn't it? Yeah, sad story. Anyway, Truth Seeker, good to see you. Who is my age? And Charles, good to see Charles in the house too. Captain, Eddie. Oh, I see Brill. Machiavelli. Oh, Mr. C. Okay. And Jabba's Justice. Okay. Don't think we're getting any of that. Matthew, Titus. So, yeah, the world's gone to shit in a handbag, hasn't it? Well, we didn't see it coming. Actually, I was telling everybody about it since, about a decade now, about all of, some people will say, oh, well, the New World Order's fucking taking over. And we're like, no, they've always been in control. They're all on the same sides. I'll prove it in this post that there is no different sides. They're all around the same high table. Okay, they're playing the rest of us and everyone's being tricked into a trick existence. This paradigm where your children are not even your own, apparently, belong to them. And you have to register them and all this strange maritime law concerning the sea that just disempowers all of us through not really being clued up on the subject and doing everything through consent is a terrible trick. I was thinking about it today, actually. I was thinking about how much they personally, and they all let me down. I was like, fuck me, that was our time a couple of years ago, where we should have all stood up together and say, no, you lot can fuck off. We're going to work. Okay, we're going to not take any notice of the television. We're going to work and we're going to carry on. A bit like Sweden did and a couple of other places. And nothing really happened because nothing was really happening. And get on with your lives. But no, everyone just cowered and did whatever they were told. Would you put your hand in the fire if they told you to put your hand in the fire? Well, they would. And that's where my whole paradigm shifted from the saving humanity business to saving whoever's good and left. Because they are not here, okay? They're all in the same weird family, guys. Have you seen them? They all think exactly the same way. I don't think I'm from this place. I really don't. I used to think I was from Mars, but, I'm flat earther now, so I don't think that. But still, it's in my name, God of War. So what have I been thinking about this week? Okay, well, I had a cool delivery from Lemay, who is a captain, and he's in Holland land. Lemay, I think that's his name, Lemay. But he said, you've got to see this book. It's really good. And it sent me on a school of inquiry. Now, what I'm going to explain at the beginning of this vlog may seem a bit strange, but we're going to learn something that maybe we didn't know before, as in pre-Mercator maps, they were all upside down. All Muslim or world maps were all upside down. Why is that? So as from a northern perspective, looking south, all maps were from a northern perspective and upside down. Now, there must be a reason for that. So I started to wonder whether or not, because everything was reversed in this place, if it was a simple switch of, well, the needle is red and it does point north, but maybe they just switched the N for the S. So this book got me thinking. So Arctic Routes to Fabled Lands. Now, I've got quite a few books in my library concerning fabled lands and Hyperborean and these fabled lands. And then I got to think about this book, which is my favorite book of all time. Probably is one of my favorite books. That and HMS Ulysses by Ian Fleming, the James Bond guy. That is a fabulous book, by the way, if you're into maritime battles. So The Smoky God. Okay, the story of Olaf Johnson. I believe this happened. This went down. But the curious thing about this is he goes to the North Pole. He goes past the North Pole, okay, and the needle's still pointing. He goes past the supposed North Pole. And then it gets warm, like a summer's day in Amsterdam. And then he arrives in a continent or continents of what are on many maps, even Mercator maps, the Hyperborean, which we talk about quite a lot in this field, don't we? Where you had beautiful giants, all in silks, and they looked after Olaf and his father for some time. Curious thing about that is they went in the north, okay, but Olaf came out in the south. So some people have proposed, did he go into an inner earth? Okay, but maybe that is not the case. Maybe something else is completely different going on, and it would cause a lot of confusion. Now, it gives you a whole new perspective. Like the first time I ever seen the azimuthal equidistant map, the AE, the flat earth map, okay, it changed my life. That blew my head off to think that there was something else that could be going on outside of the spinny globe thing. It blew my mind. It changed my life. The AE map, the azimuthal equidistant, changed my life when I seen that. And then I got sort of clued up about the longitude and latitude problems early on. And then there's the confusion with the international date line. And there's, the whole thing just doesn't tally up. A lot of it tallies up on an AE map, as we know, with flight times, etc. But I'm not going to go into that. But why are all early maps upside down? And I'm going to show you something and just throw it out there. Okay, now I might be onto something or might be not be. Okay, but it doesn't really matter anyway, because we got a fuck ton of information in this. I found an epic book. Okay, it's called, okay, The Magnificent and Memorable Things of the World, more or less. And it's from 1400. It's a color illustrated manuscript from 1400, but it is quite memorable because apparently it's not a fiction, it's true. And what it's got is full of weird cryptids, dragons, things that live in the wood, giant birds attacking people, lots of giant animals attacking people, like mega beasts, and also some terrible sort of violent crime going on. Okay, which we're going to look at. But this seems to be the whole world over around this period. Plus, everything seems to be in a watery, reset world as well. So we're going to ponder why this narrative in this French manuscript and countless others that I've posted about put these cryptids, the Bellimis, the dogheads, the Cynocephlia, etc., as real. They're all over all of the early Phoenician maps, Mappa Mondays, etc. They're there in antiquity. They're there in the Hieroglyphicum. They're there in the alchemical depictions. They are there all over the place. Why? They don't exactly exist now in any shape or form, do they, in this place? But it may exist, existed somewhere quite close by, and they may even still be there. In my mind, I was wondering whether, because they repeat everything, like York, New York, all the place names, is, like they said on Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, is, why build one Earth when you can build two? And if this wasn't the real one anyway, a bit like the Higher Self scenario, where they got another Earth, and a lot of the photographs and the images that we're seeing that we can't gel with because we think there's something off with them is because that's not taken in this realm, but a copy, which is really close by. Can you imagine another version of you walking down the street right today, but not actually here in this realm, but in a copy realm quite close by? Why not? At the same time, simultaneously. Something about that when I say, yeah. Not sure, though. So, gather in. We got 400 nearly people just turned up, which is an absolutely fantastic thing. I really do appreciate you spending your time coming over here, Flat Earth British, on a Flaterday night. Okay, we got a lot to talk about in this post. This depictions book is mind-blowing, mind, and there's some nasty things in it. So we're going to definitely look at that. Dun, dun, dun. So it's been a really busy week. I've done loads of things. I've been out and about trying to break patterns. Not much to do in my area, and I live in Cardiff. So been off like sort of recording this and that and posting this and that, doing a bit of comedy on my community page, which, it's a mixed reception. So we're going to look into some unbelievable photographs. I was going through them, and with me and what I do, if I go through photographs and I'm like, fuck me, these are good, then we're onto something, and fuck me, these were good. Okay. We're going to look at pre-war Germany before the destruction, and some after it a little bit later on. We're going to look at some cool places, some Tartarian, if you want to call it that, architecture in Macon in Georgia. I don't know that place at all, Detroit. And we're going to look at the destruction and the digging out, they say the moving, rising and moving of an entire city, which makes no sense at all to me, of Seattle. Okay. And I'm always wondering as well, like, this will fit with the maps, what I'm about to show you as well. And I'll explain as I'm going is, you get, the story is like, the older buildings in America around the East Coast. Okay. So you got like Boston has got buildings from 1700s and Philadelphia and stuff. And the story is, it took you a long time to get further west, wagon trains, etc., to, get to these places, apparently, and then occupy them. But that's not what we find, is it? We find that the architecture in like, anyway, everywhere from Oregon down to California is all like shit ton of old world architectures. LA is just mind-blowing for sort of Tartarian architecture. Old world mud flooders absolutely everywhere. So how is that? So they got there like 1850 and then shit this entire massive world out in like a couple of years until the photographic record caught up with it all. Doesn't fit with the Wild West films and Indian attacks and etc. In my mind, building these giant stone cities just doesn't ring true at all. Something's off. We're going to look at other pictures. Stockholm we're going to look at, which is absolutely beautiful. They had it going on there. We're going to look at Dresden and a shit ton of stuff, guys. So buckle in. I've got images of the day, memes of the week, a little bit of a giggle later on. A lot of stuff. So buckle in. Allow me to take you on a roller coaster ride of fun, adventure, and discovery. Okay, let Detective Martin share what I'm thinking of. Okay, because I think definitely I'm onto something. So maps is my thing, and I was aware from the beginning in the Flat Earth Awakening that no maps are accurate. The Mercator maps are purposely all out perspective, like Greenland's 1/14th the size of Africa in reality, and all the others are also scaled down or scaled up. They say it's for political motivation, like Germany, if it's not popular at the time, will be smaller, France will be smaller, or if it's Britain will be bigger islands when it's only really, tiny island, this sort of thing. But I don't think that was always the case, guys. I think that, because Mercator did actually map the Hyperborean. Now, we're going to have a think about that, the Hyperborean. What's the chances of only 3 days sailing north of the UK? Okay, not that far past Spitsbergen is a continent that is fully inhabited by everything from cryptids to pygmies in different parts of these continents. Could that be a reality? It seems fantastical, doesn't it, to think that they would be that close? But regardless, there's something weird going on with the North Pole. We're not allowed to go there. There's as many restrictions as there are with the Antarctica Treaty in the North Pole. I don't know when any of you seen the Justin Trudeau interview or his talk where he went to the North Pole when he was a boy. That was weird. That was weird. I remember watching a series with Michael Palin called Pole to Pole. I've actually got the book. And he went into this just a giant cafeteria restaurant full of scientists in the North Pole. Well, it's a frozen ocean. It's not even that deep because Russian submarines can burst through it. Yeah, they got these buildings on there packed with scientists for what? For what? So they can take ice cores and look at air samples from X amount of years ago. Like that makes any fucking difference. So they never made Michael Palin, even though he's one of the gang or around the table. They never made him welcome in that TV series. And he was like, they made him feel really uncomfortable. He couldn't wait to get out of there. And it was all recorded. And he's like, I don't know what's going on in there. So I was thinking about it. I was way before Flat Earth, that was. And I was wondering about, like, why the fuck what's going on in the North Pole? It was bugging me even then, way back when that happened. And you're not allowed to go there. You can't just, there's been plenty of people. I watched, I follow a sailing channel called Sam Holmes. And only last year, he tried crossing an invisible line and they literally got taken down by the Norwegian Navy, where they fined him like 20,000 kroner or whatever. I don't know, a load of money anyway, for crossing an invisible line. He asked, why can't I cross it? They said, oh, it's officially protected. It's like, what, in the North fucking Arctic Ocean, Tartarian Ocean, in the middle of nowhere. So there's something going on in the North Pole. What is it? I 100%. We got the narratives for Admiral Byrd, haven't we, guys? That he went into a hole, the North Pole hole, which I actually think might be something like that there. We get the Northern Lights, which to my mind is laser light, a magnetized light which comes from this North Pole hole, which I've covered on the series Greatest Secret Never Told in my first book, The Holy Grail of a Flat Earth. So upside down maps, 500 of you just mosey on in. Let's give you a few of you shouts, and then we're going to get stuck into having a look at these maps. Shout, baby. Oh, Larry. 2 + 2 is 22 and new math. My brain just collapses. Anything to do with maths, I don't know what it is. Great with geography and history, things like that. Maths, fuck me. I have a complete mental breakdown. This Joe, AZ, hi Joe. Donna Hughes, good to see you. That's a good Welsh name you got there, Donna. Not the Donna bit, the Hughes bit. Small town gal. Yay, small town gal. Gregory Watson's in the house vibes. And Bob. Yeah. Hong Kong Fooey. Is it the mild-mannered janitor? No. I know who it is. It is the mild-mannered janitor, Hong Kong Fooey. Just saying. Don't know what I'm on about. Watch it. It's bound to be on YouTube. Best program there ever was. Well, not really. There's a few better than that. I'm still a big Bewitched fan. Love that program. Lizzie, good to see you. Or Rizzy, I should say. Pavlov. I said that one before. The last recipe. That's the recipe, not the last recipe. I don't know where that comes from. Juicy, Lucy, Geordie, Wardy, and Joe. And son of Overbrook, who I called Overlook for the first 5 years. Donna, Tara. My brain changes around. I don't know what's going on. Somewhere in time. I got a form of Tourette's I found out today. don't know why. Something wrong with me. When it's time to, went out today to try and break pattern. Literally, there's a football match, right? Now, I'm a flat earther. I couldn't give two fucks for any sport. Any sport to me is totally gay. Not being funny, but to me, right, it's like dicky knocking in the showers, and it's an excuse to get to that. Okay, so don't go to sports. But a coachload of Sheffield Wednesday fans went past me and my son, and they were giving us the finger out the window, going, "You Welsh fucks," out the window. So it's like, yeah, you're not going to pull up and come out and say that, though, are you? Although there was 50 odd of them, but that's all right. I had my son with me. He would have took fucking 49 of them. I'd have had the driver, because he was really overweight. So yeah, nearly a football riot, and I don't even like sports. Brittle. Anyway, yabba. Isn't it? It's really stupid football, isn't it? It's like, rowing over, kicking a fucking ball about. I'm fucking retarded. You're going to get your fucking head kicked in. You are. And then they all rush over, and then everyone starts basically girdie slapping. Don't give me any bruises. My wife's going to kill me if she knows I've been fighting. That sort of thing. They're like not real hooligans, not like in the old days. Yeah. In the good old days. Kind of soul crew. Gone. Atia, Stella, good to see you. So, yeah. No such thing as good old football hooligan anymore, guys. They're not even real ones anymore. So disappointing, Good anarchy. Yeah. Veen, good to see you. Will there be juice? Yes, there will be. There will be juice, Seth. We're going to get into that right now. So let's think about upside down mappage first. And then we're going to go into some like what the world was like apparently 600 years ago. Apparently. And it's not like a fantasy book. Apparently, this is a reality. As it is in most of these that we see. I don't know. So upside down maps. Okay, so forget the world map for Australians bit. That somebody just stuck that on there. But I just draw your attention to a few things. No, it's not an AE map. It's not an azimuth or equidistant AE map. But there are some interesting things. It changes your whole perspective. It's still based on Mercator, really, but the international date line shoots up the middle on this map. And why the fuck would this happen on the international date line? And there's supposed to be two islands on this bit by you, and one's like, say, 17 hours away from another. Yeah, they're like only a few miles apart. How is that? And there's all sorts of anomalies on this fictitious. And let's be honest, they couldn't have put the international date line in any random out of the way place. It's nothing there. Like when it has these big fantastic battles in World War II, like the Battle of Medway, we'll have it in the middle of the Pacific where no fucker will ever see it. So it's just why? And it goes through the Bering Straits as well. The international date line. There's something definitely going on with that. But anyway. So it's looking from the north. Now, why would they do that? In this day and age, all the juice is in the northern hemisphere. Excuse me, I just hit my microphone. The northern hemisphere. And I find it curious as well that the deserts, if you can just follow this line here through the Gobi, through Iran, through North Africa, are all on a dead straight line there. Although, that would work equatorially on an AMAC anyway, but just saying. So Australia is at the top of the map. And curiously, Australia's got a shit ton of old world stuff. Melbourne makes little sense, especially the size of the architecture and stuff, concerning it's supposed to be just put there in the late 1800s. South Africa also, Cape Town, places like that have unbelievable amounts of that sort. And what they call colonial, Buenos Aires, all of these places in South America have also got, Peru. We looked at Lima only last week. I've got an abundance of fantastical Phoenician architecture. Isn't that interesting? But it gives you a whole new perspective. So I got to thinking I wonder if they'd switched it. I wonder if there's any clues in the official narrative to say that they might have switched it. Switched the north and south needle. If all maps were apparently upside down prior to this. So Mercator he does these. He does these. He's done the Mercator that we use today, which is on the schoolroom wall, which I'll explain to you shortly, is highly over exaggerated and really shouldn't be taken literally, because it's nothing like the real world. Yet you see it on overprinted, if you like, on the globes that they show you in weather rooms on tellies, and it's the Mercator map on it, even though they tell you the Mercator map is completely fucking useless, proving that is all useless, and they're just making it all up. So they give you 4 continents, don't they? And I've talked about these umpteen times, you know, these 4 rivers, and they call one's the Euphrates and the Tigris, the same names as what you get in the Fertile Crescent in Babylon, which is interesting. And in the middle, the magnetic mountain. Now, we've read books, you know, we've read texts that say there were ships that went near this, and all of the iron rivets just shot out of the boats when they came to, you know, it was misted at the time. You couldn't see it in the mist, but there was a giant, fantastically big mountain, magnetic mountain, or a pyramid, I think, at the middle of these 4 continents. Now, it's disproportionate. It just doesn't seem to fit that continents. The 4 continents, they look too symmetrical, if you like. You know, this bang on in the middle, you know, mountain, and this lake all around it, and the 4 tributaries coming off in the 4 continents. It looks too uniformic, and it really doesn't look like it just fits in there. It's just something off about it. Even this bit here, which is missing because apparently, you know, Spitsbergen's inside of it or something, which is really weird. Especially when just north of Spitsbergen is where that sailor we follow, I follow, Sam Holmes, got pulled only last year. Okay. Now, allow me to elaborate. So there's many ideas of what the dome's made of. You know, the sky stone, the mysterious stone made of pure oxygen, maybe. Dense water is more my thinking. Hidden lands like Crocolands, which I've got many books about, which are fabled lands that are supposed to be up there. And then you get this, the AE map, okay, which has, I guess in Greenland, looks like it's part of this continent complex. But look at it again. This middle bit, and look at the way Greenland comes out. And I thought to myself, wow, that actually looks like it might be Antarctica, and this bit looks like Western Antarctica. Well, maybe I should compare and see if they look alike. And what would that tell us? Okay, anyway. So I proposed in the past that in the middle of the Hyperborean was Mount Meru, which I've proposed, as it shows you in Vedic scriptures, is an upside down pyramid. In fact, it looks exactly like a car speaker because I think it's giving off an acoustic tone that keeps the water dome in place, because water can hold in stasis with an acoustic frequency. And I think there's water up there, and it ain't pouring in, not all the time, but there are doors and there are windows. And I think the water does come in. And I think that there is an event. And I think there is an event coming soon. And I think we're seeing the signs. And I think we're going to see more signs increasing in the very near future, guys. Yeah, be on guard. Yeah, not fear-mongering, guys. I'm telling you that there is a reason why I've been training my entire life for Armageddon. There's been a reason why I've been prepping since I was a teenager. And now I'm 56. And now it's fucking on. It's on, guys. Don't think it's not. It is. It's on. Enslavement of humanity. There'll be no way out unless we do something. We've got to make a stand. So this is a magnetic map, or looking down of the Hyperborean, or the North Pole. The Hyperborean's not on here. It's a modern day perspective. But it shows you magnetic anomalies, almost as if that there was 4 continents giving us this magnetic propagation. You know, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 big bulges of magnetic propagation. Is that what Mercator was showing us? Is that what's really going on with the magnetic, with the Hyperborean? Is they just showing us the magnetics that are there? Don't know. Or could they be the magnetics caused from land masses that are there? Could they hide them? I think it's all about hidden land. I think that's what it is. If you was to ask me, you know, why would they lie? Well, because they're hiding more land. There's another world. So the peoples of the Arctic are all similar. They all live around this area, and they're all dark, and they're all a bit like Inuit. And no matter if they're in northern Canada or if they're in northern Asia, they are the same peoples. They all live around the Arctic Ocean. An ocean, the smallest ocean on Earth, we know nothing about because no one is going there. You can't take a flight from Vladivostok in Russia and fly across the North Pole down to America. That's not happening, guys. There's nothing going. No international flights are flying over the North Pole. Now, people will pull up a link saying, oh, 1 or 2 flights have gone, but I'm afraid that that's not happening. That's not happening. Okay. So then there's been all of these different ideas of outer worlds. There's thousands of ideas out there. There's some I don't even want to even talk about, actually. But the idea that there are more continents outside instead of there being an Antarctica. Okay, because that's not actually shown on the UN map. So I also proposed here is a 16th century depiction of Meru. And it's the shape of a car stereo speaker, high frequency tweeter. How on earth can this be a coincidence? It looks exactly like a car speaker and that gives off a sound, which I think Mount Meru does. And the whole thing looks circuit boardy anyway. And there's what I proposed. The model for this place was a double torus. I'm not going to go into that right now. It's too complicated. But there is a decode that we did on Flat Earth British, one of my biggest, angel wings. Okay, 2 magnets, bringing up iron filings, showing angel wings. Angel wings that are shown on alchemical depictions show you magnetism. You see the wings open on an eagle, it's showing you magnetism. And Darling Park in Sydney, the architect of this place 100% knows the shape of this place more than we do. He's got Mount Meru in the middle, like a giant tower. And he's got all of the actual technasmia lines that come off, which sort of suggest all of these other lands happening out there. And they could well be there. You know, this just puddle bit in the middle, which is not even all that big, is it? You know, even on their globe mechanics, it's only like 24,000 miles around the equator. It's not even a big place, is it? So I proposed in my series Decoding Mount Meru what I thought was the Holy Grail in my first book. And this is it's just a graphic of a waveform, but it's an idea of what can be happening. And every time that hole opens up is when you get the magnetized light traveling out. Which we see as the Northern Lights, because it's not what science is saying, because that would be impossible to go through a water medium. It's not any cosmic ionization, I can guarantee you that. Okay, so there's your Mercator map. So really intriguing, thought about it 1,000 times, and there's the puddle theory as well. The Earth could be just one of many puddles. I'm not an adjacent world. You know, why build one when you can build 2? You could have literally a copy Earth, another New York. And we're seeing photographs of this other world, and you know, the elites know all of this is happening. And the map that I found a lifetime ago and got away from me almost straight away. So I was going through newspapers looking for flat Earth evidences, anything really, antiquitech stuff, anything like that. And I found this in a Hawaiian newspaper, and it was found apparently 1,000-year-old Buddhist map, apparently, which showed this. So the way it turned up and that, you know, I was just like, wow, I've got to be true. And then it's put it out there, and it's just like, so I think there might be some reality to it. I don't know. It's just I was guided to it. It was really spooky how it happened. But all of these continents outside. So also this middle ring here, equatorial, is where all the deserts are. They're all on the same equatorial region. I've noticed. I think there was some sort of event that made them deserts, you know. So they built that, Christ the Redeemer, Rio de Janeiro, and he's telling you there's no curvature. It's flat, yo. It's easy to prove, really. All you got to do is go down the beach and take a look around. Drives me nuts when people say they can see curvature. They can't. They can't. Ugh. because there is none. Where's the curve? Where's the curve? I've been looking for 8 years, still can't find it. So this is an interesting link, which will give you an idea of what is going on with upside down maps. I don't actually go with this, but it gives you an idea of some sort of fuckery with the switching of a compass. Now, I know it's supposed to be a 7 compass. No, it wouldn't take them much. Anyway, I'll extend my thought in a minute. The most common world map, the one you probably have on your wall, is called a Mercator map, named after the Flemish cartographer Gerardus Mercator. It was designed in 1569 for aiding maritime navigation. Okay, did it actually do that? I'm not actually sure. It was never meant to show the sizes of countries accurately. Why then was the North put on top? And is the world's North up culture affected our perception of what is valuable or superior? I don't think it was politically motivated. The first thing to say is that it hasn't always been thus. East and South have previously been placed on top of the world map. South on top was conventional in early Islamic maps to depict Muslim cultures now north of Mecca. Now, that's really interesting because I included a chapter in my last book about Quibbler walls, okay, where they basically sort of prove flat Earth, actually. Other maps had east on top because the sun rises there. Now, isn't that interesting? But sometime in the 12th century, when the compass was adopted for navigation in Europe, north on top became largely remained a thing. So hang on a minute, I'm gonna stop there. So they were only using the stars before the 12th century, apparently, and they adopted it for navigation in Europe, north on top, because it just remained a thing. Why? The magnetic north shown on the compass and the understanding that Earth spins on the axis. Well, let's just forget about that because that's a Masonic compass set at 23.4 or 666. That's just satanic fuckery right there. In the 15th century, Europe became the center of map making. So the north on top conventional was reinforced. So also marked Europe's expansion of global navigation, hence Mercator. Okay, so before that time, maps were upside down. Before Phoenicians, before the Enlightenment, before the Renaissance period, which is 1400, was just leading up to the Renaissance, wasn't it? So anyway, but Mercator's map doesn't actually depict how the world actually looks. Okay, you'll always get distortions when mapping a sphere onto a two-dimensional space, and no map is strictly accurate. However, the map Mercator world map distorts shapes and sizes as you move away from the equator. Now, why would they do that? According to this guy here, Mercator's version is extremely bad for depicting the relative sizes of countries. That's why Greenland which is only 1/14 the size of Africa, looks the same as Africa. Okay, well, what about all that displaced water, that land that doesn't exist? What about all that water? It also looks bigger than South America. Very misleading distortion. Very misleading. Why would they mislead us? Given South America is actually 9 times larger. So all of the maps are perverted, and the only one that they say is accurate or more accurate is the old Gold-Peters projection, which is thinner continents, etc., which I still don't go with because that's based on a Mercator sort of not AE flat the other way around map. Isn't that interesting? They were all the other way around up until the Renaissance. And then, like, with this globe culture and thinking and this educational program they brought in and the universities and everything else that came in with the Phoenician fuckery all happened at that point. We're going to look at this book in a little while, which is 1400, which is just prior to that. Now, isn't it curious that Antarctica okay, including Western Antarctica, looks a little bit like the Hyperborean, which I just literally deleted. But there are ones there, excuse me, that apparently, this map here, okay, shows apparently this 2 islands with an inland ocean in there. Where's he getting that idea from? Antarctica? You've got this one big continent and another smaller continent with an ocean in the middle for Antarctica on this Bushy map. Okay, well, that's curious. We've got 2 continents there. Okay, maps are upside down. We got something that looks remarkably similar to Mercator's Hyperborean, which they say is Antarctica right below us, apparently, or out there outwardly. Pierre Rees, old maps, Turkish admiral, he was mapping Antarctica as a warm place full of beasties, which I'm going to show you in this book shortly. Very similar beasties. He says that he got these books from older cartographers lost to us now. Isn't that interesting? It's famous say he discovered or found in the Ramsey Library, which I constantly go through, by Rob Skiba, RIP, and it is the Urbano Monte map, which is a bit of a mind-blowing 15th century map, way too detailed, but again, it shows you all these lands. Why are so many cartographers showing us land in the middle and land all the way around? Is that the situation? I think they're hiding land. I think Club Tropicana's drinks are free. Fun and sunshine. There's enough for everyone. I think when you get there, not that I would, I'm just saying, if they get there, you got David Bowie sitting by the pool with Jim Morrison, sipping fucking margaritas, yeah, and, George Michael singing Club Tropicana, drinks are free. This one, it looks a little weird as well, doesn't it? This is connected to South America, this weird Antarctica. So what am I saying? Okay, what am I saying? I'm not actually sure. I'm saying I think I'm onto something. I can't really work it out. I'm saying that they switched the maps. So north was south on the old maps, and south, and even east and west were the other way around as well. And then you got Mercator that comes along after this time, and everyone goes with his maps, which are overly perverted and exaggerated. And that you got maps of land above, like the Hyperborean, 4 continents, and then this large, massive land underneath. Is this massive land underneath and that massive land on top the same massive land? Just shown in 2 perspectives, because you're seeing one side of it and then the other, if that makes even any sense. Could that prove that there's lands all the way around? Well, here's early Mappamundays, also reverse stitched maps. They're based on a biblical theme, but they are also, all of the juice is in the south on these maps. And then it peters out as you get north, which I find really curious because it's completely a reverse of what we got today. Completely a reverse, guys. Something's going on with the North Pole. They've been trying to stop me thinking about it since the beginning. Oh, Antarctica. They send all these fuckers down to Antarctica, Senator Kelly and fucking Patriarch Krill. Why would a Russian Orthodox priest give a flying fuck about penguins, if there are any? They probably ship him in from South Africa, and fucking stick him on a beach somewhere there. And you never see snow. It never looks snowy. Me and Dave Mannell were debating flat earthers in Bournemouth a couple of weeks ago, and a guy came up and he reckons he was an Antarctica worker, but he's not giving exactly the same version of events as Robert Stockman gave me, the Antarctica plumber, on my channel many times. My mate, who was an Antarctica plumber in it, and this guy gave a completely. It's like, I think he's just saying all that shit, and he showed like a couple of photographs of a snowy place. I said, I heard that it doesn't snow in Antarctica. It's just like dusty stuff. He said, no, it fucks down with snow. It's like, right. Well, I got told, like, a guy who lived there, that it didn't snow at all. It's like, which one's true? I said, can you go off where you want? Anyways, it was all on my channel and Dave's channel, but we had to delete it because it got complaints by fucking Globetowns. Anyway, so this map always gets me, this Ornithius map. I've seen a few times. You get the Hyperborean in there, and then you got this huge landmass, which, you know, is they've cartographied around the entire of Antarctica. Yeah, it's supposed to be surrounded in ice. How is that even possible? You can't, you know, cartography somewhere that you can't see. So, and you get in all these maps where it's just you're not getting any ice. But this, you know, the way this prominent comes out here, and you've got no Western Antarctica on this map at all. That's connecting with Fuerteventura. It's just this big bulgy bit as well. No inland ocean. But again, north, switch the needles, north with south. How would that work? How would that work? How would that work? Look at that one. That looks a big sausagey shape Antarctica. Not even a Western on that. And how are they even in the 16th century? You know, you're supposed to not discovered it, and then it's got it mapped, and then it's like covered in ice all the way around. It's supposed to be impregnable ice wall, yet they're mapping it. How is that even possible? Look at this fucked up thing here. No two are actually the same, are they? I tried to talk to this Antarctica guy about like this double transversing has never been done. He's like, oh yeah, you have. It's like, no, you haven't. The Royals sent a guy a few years ago. He got like 30, I think it was 33 miles from the edge, and then fucking packed it in. Even Buzz Aldrin went there, and they flew him out. What? I don't think any of that is happening because it's supposed to be a harsh environment, and you've got these old fucks, a 90-year-old, and Senator Kelly looks like he's on his fucking last legs. How come they don't need to like go into any like fridges for a couple of weeks, get themselves acclimatized to these harsh environments they're about to be? Oh no, none of that. They just fly them straight fucking down there off the plane, go and wave at some penguins, do nothing else, and off they go back to America land. Does that make any fucking sense to you? No, because I don't think any of it's happening. I think it's all fucking bullshit to keep your mind off the prize, is what I think. They're hiding land, guys. They're hiding an entire world close by. It's been what it's been about all along. They're telling us, guys. They're fucking telling us. Just check contemporary music. This place, the inner bit, gets fucking reset. This bit in the middle was a quarry. This bit now is just for slaves. Guess who they are? No fucking shit. We need to fucking break out, guys. We need to fucking break the fuck out of the village. We do. There's another world. Yeah? I think I fucking fancy that one a little bit better than this one. How about you guys? Occupied by elite fucks. Can you imagine what they got? They take the money from you and they take it there. Because they ain't spending it fucking here. Do you ever see an elite on Walmart? Do you ever see an elite on an airport? Do you ever see any of them ever? No, and you never fucking will either. Actors. All part of the paradigm. All part of the bullshit to cloud you. I got that book there. The Phantom Atlas. It's fantastic. And I've got the other one to go with it as well. The sequel. Although this Hitchin guy is total... he done a chapter on flat earth in it. Yeah? And it's not really derogative. He just puts it out there as a theory. But fucking hell. A bit strong, I thought. Theory? I don't know. No. This stuff's there. So that's what Antarctica's supposed to look like under the ice. It's a little bit different to what they told us. It is small. And most of Western Antarctica, this peninsula you see here, is actually below sea level, they tell us. Western Antarctica. Yes, that's right. And all of this, there's apparently an inland lake there as well. But it does, give rise to different bodies or different islands, if you like. But that's what they say it looks like. Absolutely nothing like. It looks like another world, doesn't it? Asia, China, Philippines, North Africa, Europe. Well, isn't that a coincidence? That actually looks like half the world map. No, it really fucking does. I've seen projections that look just like it. China. All right, I've got the subcontinent, but fuck me, that's really close, that bit there. You know, with Asia, China bit. Wow. Even the way this bit comes down like Scandinavia is really similar. Wow. Fuck me. I don't know. Anyways, food for thought. Let's put our thinking caps on. I definitely think that there's fuckery going on, guys. There's definitely fuckery afoot. And like I said, I've always thought it's about hidden land. And it could be another world. Really close by. And that's what antiquity is actually telling us. Antarctica. See how it's got the tar, like the Tartarian thing in it. And ticker. You got the ticker like the clock as well, because this thing's like a Swiss watch, isn't it? And ticker, ticking away. Because this place is like a machine. Anyway, that's me thinking. Anyway, food for thought. We're going to move on a little. Same narrative though. Is this book here? No, let me just see if I can get a translation for you. Because it is French. It's from the 1400s. Find out some information. 1401. Oh my god, this is so early, guys, and it's juicy. Okay, what kinds of fuckery went on in the world? And this is supposed to be, right, the secret and natural history contained of wonders and memorable things of the world. Super interesting. I'd love to know what interesting things went on in the world. Let us investigate. Okay, we've got 697 people watching. Thanks for popping by on the Celtic Tartarian channel and martinliedtke channel. Sherry babes. Hi, Pants on. Good to see you. Small town. Definitely fucking for a small town gal. Know it. Terry Gilliam. I watched a Terry Gilliam film only yesterday, but it like literally wrecked my head, Brian, so we couldn't watch it. I remember I watched an hour of it. It was total fuckery. It was just like, my head's going to go. I can't watch it. Just done my head in. So we just packed it in. Geo Shifter. I am not watching. I'm not sure whether I should believe that, Geo Shifter. All hail Geo Shifter. Yay. Other Billy's in the house and Joe. Okay, let's have a look at this book. And I'll do a bit of a detective work on it. So the first thing I find is these trees are really, really little compared to these guys who are waiting with the booze they're going to be giving to these guys who are going to go off sailing. I know it's this like island world, and seems to be a water world. This guy's on a little island world of himself. He's got a little church with his bell. He seems really big, but that could be just a perspective issue. So we got shipping and beer or wine. So that's the Phoenician thing there going on. And it's 1400s. That's when they first arrived. So going with megafauna and vapor canopy times, where it's proposed by Archaic's channel that creatures were much bigger. Well, maybe they were, because in 1400, people were living in giant snail shell houses. And there were still snails, massive, big enough for an entire family to live in. Snail shells. Now, remember, this book is supposed to be real and not an act of fiction. So this, again, with the really small trees, is everyone a giant? But anyway, huge shells, slugs. They're not the only large animals you're going to get. This book will be linked for you to go through. If you do speak French, you're going to have trouble with it. It's Middle French. So here we go. Use the Phoenicians. Look at this headwear that they wear. This is definitely Phoenicians, these spiky knee things. And look at this guy with the Madonna nipples. He's like, look at him looking at it. He's like, Jesus. Gonna keep an eye on that. And just to make sure, he stabbed him in the dick, guys. He stabbed him in the dick. But that's a good strategy, isn't it? Shoot him in the dick. It's, you know, don't shoot me in the face. All right, I'm gonna shoot you in the dick. No, not the dick, the face. Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, these things look lethal. Can you imagine? Give us a hug. And look at the headwear, the horn. Wow. This is gnarly, guys. This is gnarly. Look at this guy. He's sticking a spike and he's like, oh, I'm going to kill him, but I just think I'll put it in his anus before I kill him for some reason. He's like, no, no. And this one's getting his, listen, I don't, look, he's strangling him. He's going to strangle you, fucker. And then I'm going to chop your head off. Ow! I just chopped my hand off. You should have moved your hand before you done that. Look at the cities in the background, guys. 1400. Look at the tower there. Fire, whatever tower. I was going to say a word then. Forgot it's YouTube. And we know who runs YouTube, don't we? Satan. Anyway. So, what's she doing? She's doing a bobbin. She's doing a bit, and look at that headwear, guys. It's fantastic. So she's by the fire doing a bit of bobbing, getting a bit of material ready. He's tending the crops. Oh, yes, this is much more my style. Tending the crops. Although I would like a tractor because, you know, I don't want to be struggling at my age. But I'd love a bit of farming. I've definitely got a farmer in me. I don't like the way that sounded. I mean, in a previous life, I was a farmer and also a sailor. Okay, what's going on here is a very popular Phoenician pastime. Skinny dipping. We'll look into skinny dipping a little bit more later. Look at their curly hair. They all got the same hairdo, guys. I wonder what's with that. Oh, look. 1400s, they actually put their clothes on. And, well, of course they put their clothes on. I mean, captured in the record. That sounded weird. Oh, it doesn't matter. But yeah. They were swimming, guys. Something going on with that. Anyway. So they had these like little island kingdoms. It's like the world's flooded. All right. Well, somebody lives on that little circle. Nice little forest. It's got loads of nice pet dragons. I bet you they have peacocks as well. I definitely think there's something going on with a dragon and a peacock. I think the peacock is a full-on Phoenician hybrid animal because the thing's so freaky and it's everywhere you see the Phoenicians. So, oh yeah, what's going on here? They haven't got bad clothes for the 1400s. They've got a couple of pigs going. He's tending the crops. And they got a little shrine. And the little kid there's copping a feel. Hang on. You're meant to breastfeed, not squeeze it. Look, holy juice. Oh, hang on a minute. So that's not actually a dummy, is it? That's not like a statue, is it? If you squirt in the milk, breast milk, into a jar. Right, I don't think that's the Holy Mary and Jesus. I don't think they're hanging out in a shrine in the countryside in France, but they might be. You know, they might be. I'm not saying that they're not. Oh, that's really weird, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. It's all of this thing with the whole family thing and the whole paradigm's weird to me. How they introduced the watery realm and they baptize you and welcome you into the Phoenician paradigm. What are these? Huge what? Are these berries? That big? What are these? He's collecting them. They're jewels, so they're just hanging around on the floor. Look at the size and the flowers. They're bigger than him. Well, I'm guessing they could be fruits, but they don't look like fruits. These big blue blobs don't look like fruits, do they? None of it looks like fruits. And what's that? Well, anyway, they collecteth something. As you do. Okay. Right, there's some weird stuff coming up, guys. I don't know what's going on. The whole world seems really weird. Okay, what's going on here? Big tump of mud. And they all had crazy big castles. Whoa there, Trigger. Okay. The Lone Ranger. He's got, see them there? I can't stand them. Fucking sticking them in horses, bastards. Fucking, And in horse races, they whip the horses. I think the horse should ride on the back of the jockey and whip him. Fucking give him a taste of his own medicine, don't you? Fucking A. Right, well, we got some kingage going on. So these are memorable things of the world. Okay. So we got the fanfare. Somebody's turning up. Okay, is anything going on? No, nothing much. Time to pin someone to the ground. I'm thinking these are bellows. So maybe someone's in for a roasting. So who are they worshipping? Whatever that is, on top of their pillar. And they're all praying. Hail thing. He's off to go and hail thing too. He's got a fleur-de-lis spear going on. Okay, so they're really little. It might be perspective though, and then a really big guy. I think kings, they might have been all giants, but he's like, forsooth, what have you there? Oh, this. Well, I sent the wife out for a bag of magic beans for beanstalk. Oh, really? I'd like magic beans. No, she come back with a bag of dicks. No, I've got loads of them, thanks. Bag of dicks. Always bring me a bag of dicks. So, yes, terrible times in the Middle Ages, guys. Be thankful you're not there. Maybe not. They steal people's children. The government fucking doing terrible things in this place. So, what we got going on here? I think a bit of frolicking. Oh, I don't know. You're coming with us. What are we going to do? We're going to baptize you. Oh, fuck no. Oh, yes, we're going to baptize you in the name of our Savior. Yes? They're going to say, tell him, ladies, get on your fucking knees. I don't like the way this is going. Get him in the water. Clap, clap, clap. Look at the sky clapper. Oh, my God, I'm bringing this animation to life. Get him in the water. Make him holy like us. I'm holy. Yeah, we know. Okay. Wow. I'm getting a sweat on. This is getting really heated. This history's like, oh my God. Guys, this history's livening up. Okay, we're digging stuff. Looks like we're mining. He's got his head in there. He's found some stuff. These are called asts. I've used them. I worked in archaeology in a medieval village called Cosmeston near Penarth in Cardiff. Yeah, I had my photograph taken, stepping in a bath of horse manure, cow manure, and clay, which I used to build the barn. I had my photograph taken by the Western Mail newspaper. So a bit of pig farming going on there, nothing much. Okay. Ooh, medieval people. Let's see what goes down. Okay. Trot, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop. Oh, lovely horses. The wife's full as an egg. Been shagging during COVID. Okay, they got horns. Look at the mane on him. Look, it's got frizzy hair. How come they haven't got frizzy hair, and how come women got to keep these things on? Do you know why? To hide their horns and their scabby heads. They have cradle cap till they're like 50. They don't live till they're 50, and they look bald as well, don't they? Wow, it's really weird. The maidens are weird. You want to get out into the countryside, into a inn, yeah, where they got buxom fair maiden that brings jug of wine. You know that one? Yeah, do that. They haven't got them weird fucking head hats on. You know, if you're going time traveling, and this is a guide for time traveling in the, don't worry, 14th century, if this should happen, which it might. Oh, Masonic influence. Right. What are they exactly up to here? Let's have a look. Okay, it's barbecue. This seems to be popular in the medieval period. We've seen this a lot, haven't we? So they got the two Masonic pillars, and they got these strange deities on top, which are looking down. They got the same hairdo as them guys who are in the water. Little locky things. And anyway, everyone's queuing up, and they're going to guess a load of blood dripped over them. Oh, drink that blood. Wipe it into you. It'll make you youthful. Where are they getting the blood? Okay. Is it from the children that they're chopping up and slitting their throats? Yes, it is. Okay. So the narrative is in this village, or in this city, in 1401, they are pouring blood over everybody, the church, that they've got from chopping up children, apparently. They don't look too sad, do they? Apparently it's all perfectly. She's not looking, though. I can't fucking look. So leave it to me. Done thousands. And he's like, oh, God. So what are these two doing up here? He's doing a bit of digging, and they have got some alchemical, I don't know, stuff on fire. All dressed in gold, gold in their hair, everything's golden. Wow. Fucking hell. High level fuckery, guys. Holy shitstorm. Phew. That was British. Whew. Anyway. So we got a lot of birds going on. Ah, no, man. No. You don't shoot the fucking duck, you knobhead. Guys, time travel me back so I can fuck that guy up. I know he's a cartoon, but it didn't stop India pretending they went on the moon, did it? No, they posted a fucking cartoon. Everyone's sky clapping. But, you know, they lie a lot, don't they? I think this is a ghost ship. Look at that Antiquity on there. They're not bad paintings for like 600 years ago. The cities are mad. Oh my God, he's going to shoot a fucking duck. Ah! I'm not a vegetarian, guys, but there is a limit. It's like I've had duck. I like Peking duck. I like crispy duck. And ones they little spring pancakes of duck is beautiful. But I love ducks. So again, attacked by massive birds. Oh my God, it's Armageddon. It's Birdmageddon. Now, I know where Alfred Hitchcock got the idea. Look at these people just hanging out in their funky clothes and their beautiful little hoses. And what happens? Ah! Ah! Oh my God. It's like Starship Troopers with birds. Look at him. He's like, oh, fuck, he's got his neck, guys. Oh, my God, he's dead. No, he's dead. Look at the size of their feet. Look at him. He's getting his leg bit off. Oh, my God, you fuck, guys. You fuck. Excuse my language, guys, but these guys just need to ramp it up a bit. I wonder what that says. It says, we are fucked, is what it says. Okay, they're using the bird skulls as shields. No wonder they're like, wah, wah, they got. No wonder they're so pissed off. That's not a good strategy. Don't use your enemy's skulls as shields, do you? But, you know, they got massive birds, guys. We need to be on guard in case they come back. Yeah? Get baseball bats. Just in case the big birds come back. Right, what's going on here? Flameage. Oh, okay, let's try and... that's just going into the realm of weird. Ow! Huge angels in this case, and this castle is spewing out water, and we have proposed on they're going out the fire. The castle's out the fire because we did propose, like, because castles, some of them, like Cathilly Castle, it's the biggest castle, one of the biggest in the world, was never used in battle. So I proposed, was it a pumping station? After Noah's flood to get all the water off the land, like the same way the windmills did in Holland, and put it into canals, and then they got it back out to sea. Probably. Wow, that's high level trippy on you this week. Okay. So interesting that everything's on these little islands. Look at that city just on the island there. And again, this guy's just going crazy with the axe. Right, what animals we got? A couple of dragons. Look like dogs as well, don't they? I don't know what animals they are. Okay, they're collecting. These are jewels. They're digging for jewels. That's what this guy's doing. They're digging for jewels. Man, they couldn't have been that big then, jewels, could they? Sapphires that big? Guess it could have. Wow. And there's dragons there as well, like existing, like only 600 years ago. It's all right. You've got all sorts of creatures. Let's have a look at these. These hey nonny no maidens. So there's bears. They're normal. I like the way they put the bear's bollocks in. There's a nice touch. Okay. Okay, that's a normal English-looking girl. She's got a little purse there, and she's bringing home a birthday cake for her dog. And he don't look very happy because he wanted meat. Look at their hats, guys. Oh, is that ivy? Poison oak. She's going to rub it on her husband's bedclothes. Okay. That might not happen. I'm just saying it could happen. Anyway, so let's have a look. Exchanger. If this woman lives in a tree or in a cave or in a... What is that? All right, it's a rock cave. She lives in there. What kind of washing machine she got? Apples. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I know what's going on. This is Newton. He's going to land on his head and he's going to be like, oh, the ground must be gravity. They're collecting apples. That's all right. Cider, apple pie, scrumpy cider. They'll all be pissed up in a couple of weeks. Okay, we got some more mining going on. So, wow, wonders of the world. A bit better than the wonders of the world of today. What's going on? On top of this mountain is a box. Okay. Any information on said box, sir? No, you're just tending the land. Because you've got to grow shit. Okay. We got river meander. Anything exciting happening with this river meander? No. Just some bulrushes, some little islandlets, and more islandlets. Everything seems quite proper there. Okay, we're moving on. So yeah, we got some great film coming up shortly, guys. I dug up. I'm going to show you some movie-ish. Okay, that's weird. So they got them same weird icons there with them same Phoenician shields. They're worshipping them. They don't look very Jesus-y, do they? It's not very Christian at all, guys. What's going on? 1400, they're worshipping these weird little fucks. What's going on? Oh, right. Yeah. Fucking hell. Let's fucking torch him. I hope he's dead. No, I don't. I didn't mean it that way. I mean, as opposed to being burnt alive. Right. The kid's got what? What is that? What the fuck is that? Could be a yo-yo of the day or something like a fidget spinner. They had toys. We're going to find out. Like, this film in that I'm going to show you in Tokyo is amazing. They had some fads or crazes in Tokyo 100 years ago. You might recognize today. I've blew my mind to see. So what creatures? We got bears, we got lions, dragons, and some love going on there. Some cat llama love. Okay, that's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Can feel that love. Cat llama love. Special kind of love. Okay. So, let's have a look. Oh, we're doing a bit of fishing. Oh, that's all right. She's not. She got a taser. She's doing a bit of electrocuting them. Bit of dynamite fishing. Some best strategy. We got the goods. Come on, let's go and fuck off. These look like they've been collecting goods, don't they? These churchy fuckers. They're always on the rob. Okay. And they're going over the drawbridge into Castledom. Okay. Oh, they got a bird living on there. That's a real nice touch. I like this artist. He's fun. Oh, look, Hugh. We got a donkey. Awesome. Oh, hang on a minute. Crucifixion. No, they said I could go free. Oh, right. Nah, I'm only joking. Give me 3 nails. Feeling horny today. Oh, you're weird. Oh, what we got going on here? Okay. Is that one of those things for making butter? I don't know about women's stuff, but they look like they're doing something. They look very pretty. She looks pretty with that in her hair. She haven't got horns, her. She's got long, blonde, lovely hair. Husband's tends in the land. Nothing wrong with that. Completely respectable. His gat's a bit big, though, his house, isn't it? Look at the donkeys, like, that fuck. He thinks he's going to have me dragging that thing. You got another fucking thing coming. Yeah. And he's looking over to the donkey saying, you're a twat. See what's going on here? You're a twat, he's saying. Yeah, that donkey's not pushing that stupid plow, okay? He's got bad back. And he's cuter than you as well. Ooh, a bear off. Does a bear shit in the woods? Damn right it does. Does it use a bunny rabbit to wipe its bum? Let's hope not. Okay. So the Phoenicians just arrived in dry land, looking quite spiffing. Okay, not much going on in the castle today. Yet. Looks dry out there, though, doesn't it? It's a land ship. Camel. Okay, peacocks. Oh, I mentioned them, didn't I? Well, I definitely think these are Phoenician, you know. I think they're Phoenician hybrids, bits of crazy bird chucked in with bits of crazy bird. Because their feathers are like weird, aren't they? They've got a devil's eye on them. This looks like Mount Meru. Ah, beautiful. I got a gold leaf on these as well. Somebody took more than an afternoon putting these together. Any more pictures of anything going on? Let's have a look. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'll link this up the minute I finish my vlog. Okay. Okay, we got some elephants, and this guy's like doing a thing through the countryside. Let's move on. I want to see some stuff go down. Okay, oh my God. They're doing it again. This guy's spearing, well, I'm guessing fish. Look at him. Oh no, that one's doing it. Oh no, he's crap at this. He's like basically smacking them like on the edge rather than spearing them. They got railings around the well. I wonder why that would be. Stop them Phoenicians fucking coming on. Well. Welcome to. Oh my God almighty, what is this? What the flipping hell is this? Okay, well, this guy's getting his head bashed in by a demon or a gremlin. The horse looks really shocked by it all. Oh. And these two are stealing a bound baby and are taking it into a hole in the top of that mound. I'm afraid I don't know what is going on. It looks highly weird and fucked there, don't you think? Yes, I know. It is a strange universe. So, yeah. So, this is supposed to be reality 600 years ago, guys, right? So, how come this is like, bears no resemblance to anything we can... Look at the lip on that. He stuck his teeth in the ground and he's ripping his... God, these mooses fucking stupid, aren't they? And look at the cities they got, guys. Yeah. And that's Birmingham. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't mean Alabama. Birmingham, England has changed a lot. Okay, we got a bit of Chevrolet. Okay, I was too brave to spare the women and children, but I did spare a maiden. Okay, from a vicious uncle who was keeping her locked in. Oh, he's got his hands on it. Oh, fucking hell! That's a fucking hell. She just got away from being a sex slave for the last 4 years from a vicious uncle who had her locked in the fucking attic. You come along. All right, that's good. You fucking... I'll sort you out as soon as you get back there. Oh, God. One shitstorm to another there, love, eh? But so is the way of love. Anyway, who are we to quibble? What the fucking... My language is terrible. What the fucking hell is that there? 1401. He's scratching his head, wondering what's going on. Wow, are we learning loads today? Damn right. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay, so what we got here? Have we any giant animals? No, but we got some stuff going down. I'm really intrigued to see the wonders of the world. God, these are really big cows, aren't they? Horns. More jewels. So the entire book is about big animals being attacked and ripping shit off. And a load of weird stuff going on with the church. All right, so these two have had their faces removed for some reason. Erased from antiquity. Are they dog heads? No. Oh, that looks quite... He looks quite modern. Oh, she does. He does. And she's like, I think there's a bit of... You're pretty going on, yeah? She's like, who, me? No, her. Who are you, the handmaiden? Sometimes. Nice flip-flops. Bit modern. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's time travel more. Imagine we're there here in 1401. Watch it goes down with a bit of cruelty. He's like pissing around, and she's like, "Fuck off." He's like, "I gotcha." She's like, I'm going to fuck you up, Simon. Just fuck off. What's going on here? There's something I need to tell you. You're gay, aren't you? No. You've got another woman? No. What is it? I joined the French Foreign Legion. Okay. Well, that doesn't look a bad domestic scene, does it? There's not that much going on. Nobody's dying anyway. Yet. Wait till they play Murder in the Dark later. It's always a favourite in the medieval period. Okay. So when there's any of us left. So check this serpent here. Yeah, the shock of his life when he woke up one morning to find his head had been put on the top of a serpent. He was being attacked by a dragon. This can happen if you take enough LSD. Again, it's sort of splicing, isn't it? It's supposed to be a reality, guys. We've got the good old unicorn present. The elephants are weird, aren't they, elephants? That there, the old bug blob monster. Sort of obscured and painted over so we don't find out what was there. Oh, and the Bellimis. And then I'm worried about snakes. This one's got it sucking its finger. And there's a cat. So, yeah, and dragon. Okay, so, whew, guys. Whew. 600 years ago, it's supposed to be a reality. These are wonders of the world. It's not like this is all trippy fantasy. This is like supposed to be really happening. So this is volcanic activity, as if flames coming out of the ground. Might be. All these little islands are intriguing. It's like the waters haven't long receded. Oh, I think these are going to be haircuts, are they? Oh, look, Mr. Pucker just turns up. Oh, he's pimped himself up even then. It's like, what? He looks familiar. We can't be because he's 600 years ago. But he's got some stonking armor. So the boss just turned up. And what's happening over here? Oh, they tipped their hats. It's like, bless you, my son. You should have great prosperity and take me to your daughters. That's what's going on there. How much for the women? How much for the women? That's what's going on there. All right, what's going on there? Oh, my favorite. Okay, apparently they're teenage centurions that got a really bad attitude. They haven't got crosses in this cult. I don't think Christianity actually exists in this period. Although they look churchy, he's got the thing over his head like he's all illuminated because he's basically starting to judge himself because he found the frequency. He's doing a secret hand signal. He's got the red book, so he's reading Karl Marx. And he ain't got a crucifix. Crucifix don't exist, Joe. They got the T, like I showed you earlier with the T crucifixion bars. We all know the name of Jesus. Henry. It says it clearly over the cross, only not on this cross. We know the name of the Lord. The Lord's name is Howard. It clearly states it in the Bible, guys. Yeah? Howard be thy name. Arguing? And look at this monkey. Yeah? He's like, yeah, guy. Yeah? Do you want to buy some golden eggs? Golden eggs? Are you sure that they're golden? You're a monkey. You shouldn't be talking. No, we all do in this part, mate. Why have you got a Cockney accent? Because I'm from fucking Hackney. What the fuck's wrong with you? Okay, what's going on here? Wow, that looks like a mud-flooded building. Okay, what's going on up there? Okay, she's feeding a giant crow. And then eventually pecked her eyes out. So what's happening with Centurion? He's grassing someone up. He's like, see that little bastard there? That's the one that robbed your car. Oh, me? I never did it. Oh, don't blame the fucking... Centurions better not come back. I'm gonna fucking have them for that. Fucking blaming little monkey. It's donkeys and monkeys, guys. Why do I like them? Because they sound the same. Right, what we got here? Monkey, donkey. Yeah. If I get confused, ask him for an animal when somebody offers me one. What animal do you want, Matt? We're giving you an animal today. If I get confused, I can just say a monkey or a donkey. Either one, I've won. Either one, I've just like fucking result. Look at these dragons. Jesus. And a big crocodile. Crocodiles are normal, but this one's got a dog head, nothing like a crocodile head. Sweet bird of paradise. Okay, let's move on. That was my Snowy White moment. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, they got houses, big churches. No crucifixions or anything normal Christian going on in this period because it doesn't exist apparently. The chicks are getting the fish. She's going to get a whopper. Oh, and today in the park, I went to the park today. Somebody was playing the violin, another guy playing a guitar, playing gypsy violin music. It was quite good. Wow, that's cool. Windmill. Giant cities, isn't they, guys? Look at the Antiquity on that. It's so cool. It left the picture. Hang on, let's go. Let's go. Move down, move down. What are they getting up to in there? Okay, they got some music. He's writing some music. It's his musical score. Oh, you're going to love the way this twists and turns. Oh, the chorus. Oh, it's banging. Yeah, they're going to love it. That's heavy metal. Hey, nonny, no styley. And a hey, nonny, no. Okay, here's the chicks seeing their husbands off. Okay, here's a cross. Oh, thank you. Just to... Oh, it's a bit Beauty and the Beast going on, yeah. Okay, she's holy. Why she got a cross? Let's work this out. Hang on. No, we thought Jesus might have been crucified to the master. Shit. Okay, they're doing praying. There's no Jesus stuff going on per se, is there? She's like, I don't think he wants it, love. Give it to him. Yeah, you got to carry this. There's no room on the boat for a cross, love. And, you know, we're already fully packed. And take the fucking cross. Yeah. Why's he got fangs? Fangs for the memories. That was Dracula's favorite song. Okay, we're getting to like more nomadic types that are killing a crazy creature that we have no name for in reality. Do you know what though? His bird's all right. No, she's not. But they have got nice clothes. Ugh, 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 ugh. That means sex cave. Now, that's what that means. Here's the chicks. One tit hanging. Oh, it's just like the ISIS religion, but in caveman things. And the others are so stupid. They just whack one another all day with clubs. It's got to be tough to get the chicks in the caveman period. Otherwise, you're just going to end up a nightclubber. Nothing. That's not a good joke. Or worship the bee, eh? That's more of a housefly. So, yeah, Christianity's got like giant glistening skyscrapers that look like Disney World. They're worshipping fuck all to do with Jesus, naked, gimpy, weird looking things all over all of the churches, weird, gimpy looking things. And they are worshipping the house, the blue bottle, the shit fly, basically. All hail the shit fly. Buzz. It might be a bee. It don't look like a bee. It looks like a shit fly. It's open to interpretation. Anybody? Ship fly or house fly? Giant fly. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. It's the size of her head, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Didn't think about that. Okay. Wow. Is all I can say. Is wow. It's like Christianity doesn't exist in the East in the 1400s. It's all this weird stuff going down. The whole world's islands as well. Look, what is that? Cymatic wheel there in that tower. Whoa. So a bit of archery practice and a bit of they're giants, aren't they? A bit of jousting. Yeah, totally cool. You can do that and go and save yourself a maiden on a Friday night. Yeah? They never had the internet, guys. Yeah, things were different back then. Couldn't like just text your bird. Yeah. They didn't have that. So in the woods lives a giant bear dog thing that breathes toxic spew, which killed this fucking thing straight out. Don't know what it is. Can't give it a name, guys, because, you know, it's a long time ago and it's not actually supposed to exist, you know, but they do, apparently, according to this book, including these crazy big mad cities. It looks like that beast out of Where the Beasts Are thing, where the wild things are. I used to love that as a kid, Where the Wild Things Are. You may not know that. I don't know. It was good. Okay. They got some wicked clothes on. Where are they buying their clothes in the medieval period? Huh? It's got a hand on it there. They're just talking. I'm sure they're just friends. I can't imagine anything else happening. Here's the fellas coming home, completely normal. Yeah. It's not 2023. I think they're all proper heterosexual back then, guys. I don't think there's any. The men got like trousers on for a start off, although they are like, a bit revealing with the cod pieces, but I think that's cool. The women are doing it these days. They're wearing these fucking crutch grabbers, which I've mentioned before, guys. We like to leave a little to the imagination. Yeah, it's like, take a look at it all. It's like we're like shitting ourselves. Yeah? So we don't know where to put our fucking eyes. So, oh my God, you can fucking see it all. So what's going on here? You smell lovely. Is that Nivea? Yes, it's my Nivea cream. It's lovely. Oh, aren't your hands really little? Well, yes, that would be my age. Okay, let's move on. She's doing a bit of fishing. The chicks do the fishing here. Okay. I brought you a book. Oh, brilliant. What is it? It's Dan Brown's Angels and Demons. Oh, shit, I've read it. Dan Brown's Angels and Demons, a fucking game. Okay. That might not be what's happening. This is just my loose interpretation of events, guys. You're completely entitled to make... Oh, my God. Oh, my giddy aunt. What is going on here? Oh, more baby dragons. He's going to... What's he got there? A machine gun version. It's got wicked threads on. So the family are playing in their little Antarctica tent. And the guy's outside. Whoa, look at the head. Where, guys? But he's a dragon hunter. So he's going to have a dragon hunt. That's what's going on. He's got scales on his thing. He's got dragon skin on. It's like the best armor you've ever had. And they go killing dragons. He's cutting the grass with scythes, naked. I wouldn't do scythe grass cutting naked for obvious reasons. Yeah. Is that a phoenix? I think it is, actually. It's a bird and it's on fire. Are these all phoenixes? What do you think? They are nice drawings, Mr. Rasta. They're wicked drawings. They're like, whoever drew these was all right. Yeah. Better than Indian space program. Okay. Here come the Phoenicians. What are they up to? They got crosses on them, so everyone's going to die. Okay. I wonder what they are. So there's a coffin ready, like I said. Okay. Whoa, beautiful sunset. What in the actual fuck is happening? You got these things that look like squid everywhere. Coffins here, and this guy is on an anchor, naked. What is holding the anchor? And look at the size of these. It looks like a downtown fucking American city, guys. These massive towers. What the fuck is going on with these, though? Are they squids? Oh, my poor head. What's going on up there? Anything? No, just a guy hanging off an anchor out the sky. Skyhook. It's in a skyhook. Wow, it's so weird. Okay, this one looks like so. Oh my God, some stuff's going down again, guys. God, the excitement is literally killing me. I'm like literally. It's like watching Bullet with Steve McQueen, the car chase. She's playing it. Oh, look at that real life moment. She's playing the fiddle and he's going. Cat, dog singing. And here's some ladies blowing a trumpet. Oh, yeah, Glenn Miller, I like. Oh, Glenn Miller, so old-fashioned. I was thinking something more modern. No, nothing wrong with a bit of Glenn Miller. Queen, she looks all right. She's got a red cape on like Superman. This is, see her with the shifty eyes? I can guarantee you she's trouble in the court. She's probably the grass. The one, there's a lot of spying goes on, a lot of grassing. I heard so-and-so say she was going to do so-and-so, and I heard so-and-so. It's usually about money and sex anyway, isn't it? Right, what's going on here? Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay, he's got a double-barrel shotgun or a single-barrel shotgun, 1401. It's not even a blunderbuss, is it? Okay. So the dragons are eating a baby. Okay. That's dragons eating babies. No, don't eat the baby. Kill the dragons. Kill the dragons. Oh, please, my babies, my little babies. Everyone else is golden. Because do you know why? It's the golden era, guys. Golden age of Kali. Golden dragons and double barrel or single barrel shotguns. But unfortunately, the dragons are eating babies. That's why we had to kill them all, guys. Got dragon hunters, the one with them, the guys with them spunky hats and funky hats. Well, that book's finished. I'm going to link that the moment I finish this vlog. Okay. And we're moving on. So yeah, some cryptids. Now, we've been talking about cryptids for ages. It's weird though, like you've got some of these obscure things. This is like, this one here is they've seen in Germany, but it's exactly the same as another monster, which is called the Beast of Barcelona. It's identical. So it's like a serpent, kills animals, it's got titties, it's got some sort of, well, human-ish head on it. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, there are so many cryptids, guys. You've got these in the ocean, which are half seahorses, and they're as big as ships in the Phoenician maps that we see. Okay. Oh, so no, that's Blake. That's a Blake picture, and even in these old depictions, your dragons, breathing fire, etc. in the old depictions. And that looks like them guys that was taking that baby down that hole. These demons. And the hidden hand that you never see because he's like what they call God. Hiding in the sky. And dragons and human, animal-esque humans. And they show us that, don't they? In Winds in the Willows, you get Ratty and you get all the different characters, which are animals, but humans. How many children's programs have got half animal? All Disney. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Pluto the dog. All of them are animals, guys. Is there any humans in Disney? Yeah, well, I was going to say the Little Mermaid, but that's a mermaid, so no. Yeah, see this thing here? It's like a cat thing, worm cat thing. I don't know. Tesla's dragon copper lightning rod there. Just to let you know about the Tesla tech. That was an old heavy metal album. This thing here, again, see, it's like a similar thing to what I just showed you with the wings, and some called it the tartaria as well, Tartarian dragon. And these things, they look half knight, which is weird. And where does the name knight come from anyway? It sounds like night, doesn't it? Does knights only come out at night? She only comes out at night. You know why? Because she's a man-eater. Look at these crazy knight things. Chivalry, what a load of bullshit that was. Go off, fight a dragon, win the maiden. That bit's not bad, just the fighting dragon bit, I guess me. You know. Can I win the maiden and just not have to have anything to do with the dragon? No, you see, because the dragon will come into the town and eat the babies. Okay, let's get. And these little demons, they're lifting up this guy. It's like, you're out of here. You've been such a bastard. You're out of here. And there it is again, that weird beastie. Cryptids, giant whales as well. That's a narrative in the Bible, isn't it? Jonah and a whale spat him out. Got the same narrative for Krishna as well. Spat out of a whale. All of these spat out of a whale. Phoenicians come out of the water. And you've got these. They're not whales. You can't sit in a whale. Submarine? Yeah. More. Ooh, I Just Wanted My Dick Back by Jonathan Fast. Werewolf stepping on Lego. Oh my God, yeah, I've stepped on Lego. Words can't describe the pain. My son stepped on a Lego block. It cut his foot badly. They were good, weren't they? Stepping Wolf. But that's AI. Fish taxidermy manual. In case you want to stuff your fish. They don't smell. And the Book of Wonders, which I've talked about many times. And you get these as well, the hydras. They seem to be about. They're in the Bible, all these cryptids as well, aren't they? A lot of them. He's like, ah! Fucking hell, look at that. The face on that horse there, the beautiful white horse. Oh, I love horses. Beautiful, aren't they? Such noble, beautiful, clever things. Strong, noble, beautiful. We love them. Anyway, let's move on. Here's a little thing I found. It's in French, but I thought, flat earthy. The active atlas of fashionable paper with the accomplices of bowling game. So it's absolutely bullshit narrative about like bowls, which you play in France. But it's interesting that they've got the cherub or the cherubin or the cherubinuski. Yeah, he's looking through the gate where all of this stuff is going on, like Atlas holding up the proverbial sky with the wings open, the hourglass on his head, and guess what he's carrying in his hand? Why is this a replicating thing, this wrecking ball, guys? Jesus rides it. Cherubinuski sneaking past the gate with it. And these lot are holding the sky up. And she's holding a little realm of her own, which got another Hydra and stuff happening. Ovid, interesting. It's the Ovidian narrative from one species to another species. I'll link that up. You can read it yourself. You can't read it. It's against Middle French. Let's move on. Now, here's a nice old film that I found. Now, what's interesting about this is it's colorized and it's from 130 years ago. Okay? The world's a lot cleaner. The world's better. People look healthier. The clothes are cleaner. They got better everything 130 years ago. Have you seen the people now? Their fashion sense? It's like a shit took a shit. What happened? Everyone's reverted back to peacocks 1972 and their style. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. I know people haven't got much money, but fuck me, you can make clothes. Okay. And they never had any washing machines, did they? Everyone's having a little nibble. Okay, what we got going on? Yeah. Oh, he looks a bit dodgy. It's only that guy there. She's out getting a morning shopping. It's a bit cold. Then ladies all got shawls, haven't they? They put shawls around them to keep warm. Okay, what's the next clip? Yeah, you got to go down there to the brothel, mate. Down there. Yeah. There you go, in the brothel. Look at these two. I think they're definitely in the wrong neighborhood. That's what I think. Interesting, though. Anyway. So I'm going to basically show a quick film here. It is absolutely fantastic, this. It shows some things that I never imagined, like the pastimes of people in Tokyo, 1920s. So it's 100 years ago in Tokyo. It's beautiful. It's bristling with antiquitech. Everyone is spotless. Everyone looks really healthy and happy. And not only that, you're going to see in a second, right, some kids playing bouncy ball. And bouncy balls are really entertaining sport at this period. Everyone loves a bit of bouncy ball. So, okay, I'm going to leave the room for 2 seconds. There's actually a bit of nasty-ass music with it. I'm not going to play that. 1 minute. Please make sure to share this out, if you could. I haven't asked that yet. Get more of an audience over. That'd be fantastic. So, Tokyo, before the wars. Check that out. I love that. Got like a little house he carries around with him. Hey, Z! Woohoo! What we got. See, I thought they were giants at first, and I'm like, no, they're all kids. That's what I thought. Welcome, everyone. Synthetic Warrior, my brother Z. India's in the house. Holistic Media. Hiya, babe. Hippie Shake. We love you, Hippie Shake. Jana McKean. Gigi Neptune. Crafty Kim's in the house, Enrique's in the house, Dallas Fowler, my brother's in the house, Jolly Man, we love you. Nana No Shifts, good to see you. Nancy Jones, school trip. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so, Nancy. Looks like. And they're looking at like industry, like all the steam trains and stuff that's just coming in. And, you know, they seem to be quite industrial. This is 1920. No, just prior to World War One, 1915. This is, or just in World War One. And you can see a militaristic thing. Look at that boy. He's like, yeah, I was working at 14, 15. It didn't do me any harm. I thought I couldn't wait to get up to work, actually, earn my own money. Fuck school. So they got some sort of junta going on, I think. And what I noticed, uniforms. They all got uniforms on, just like in feudal China. The Japanese have uniforms. They have, the kids all had, like, obviously school uniforms, but I mean the people have set uniform as well. So that's been given to them as well by whoever. And one thing I noticed as well, there's a lot of people, but you don't see a mask. So apparently that wasn't an issue back then. Look at that massive lantern above them there. Beautiful. And what are them? What are them? Are they heaters? Are they heaters? And I put it to you that they are, guys. Look at that. So kids are into bouncy ball. This is the fad of the day. It's like, it's no Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. Then it's bouncy balls. And look at her. She's fucking brilliant at it. This is really good. Yeah, just like football. But they do it as a proper bouncy ball. I wonder if it's made out of rubber. Look at her. She's juggling. Everyone's bouncy balling. That little kid there. He's totally fascinated him. Look at him. He's like, oh, she's doing that. It's like magic. Everyone's enjoying it. I do hope that's not her child, though. And there's a Japanese bridge, which is really weird. He's carrying the kid over it because it's so fucking dangerous. And a maypole. They do that in this part of the world. I seen a maypole thing last year in the Czech Republic on May Day. It was brilliant. Maypoles follow the equatorial way of the sun and the moon. This is a flat earth thing, the maypole. But they got lovely clothes. It's not exactly what I thought of Japan. It seems quite an advanced place. So, yeah, really cool, that. I really enjoyed that. Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to come back in a minute. We've got images of the day. We've got shitloads to show, but this is something I want to look at. Seattle. I went through a load of images that I found, and I haven't seen these ones I'm going to show you now, of Seattle prior to the city being turned to dust when it burned down. But really weirdly, the same narrative for Chicago of the city being lifted and moved, including its buildings. They're saying buildings that size you're looking at now. Moved, elevated the city, but it gets destroyed, but it's all here in this picture, in these pictures. So this is prior to the apparent fire. And you get these massive things. Now, the question that I posed earlier, guys, yeah, there's nothing outside. Everything's to shit outside this school. Look, you wouldn't have children going in there where they're all dangerous like that. Anyway, the Greco-Romano temple fronting, the lower windows on ground level showing mud flood. That's the top of a building. That building has got many, many sub-basements. That is a mud flood building. Now, not only that, you imagine, like I explained with like the story, the narrative of the population of America, they all, going west, and then you get to Seattle, for fuck's sake, and then you got this massive world already then. All this is built when exactly? It all shits out of nowhere. The city gets raised apparently, but the photographs look like it's all dug in mud. All of these pictures show this. Okay. Massive mud flood building. Yeah, it's just crazy. Again, East Coast, all of this, stairs, first floor door, lower windows, and all of this mud. But these are old trees. They're not newish. They are a few years old, but this is just mud. And looks like they got the tram there, but all of this wood, all of this stone, just the fuck outside. Just everything looks messed up. Look at that one for mud flood. I posted it this week. Give you a little taste, but this is brilliant. So the mud come down that hill. It's literally, that building there is square. Okay? Is a square. So that much there is under mud. And you can see it, the winds ever decrease, the windows ever decreasing. Brilliant mud flood building. Excuse me. And just what I find as well, I could show you, and I'm going to show you evidence of buildings in Germany, and they are identical to these. I could show you Madrid, and they would be identical to these. I could show you Britain, and they would be identical. 1890, it says on the top of there, guys. 1890. This building here. So they got 1, 2, 3. I don't know if these windows have been blocked off already, or have they just got blinds over them. Dentists there. See, that looks like a new white sign anyway. Like if I can just put on there. And in the center of Seattle, you've got this totem pole. I think it's there still today. They've got some crazy antiquitech thing going on here. I've got another picture of that later. So what? That was there in the middle of a field before all our city got built. Really? And it's still there. Some crazy totem pole. And that's really weird feature there as well. And that. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a fire hydrant. Okay, I don't know what that one is. Some sort of fountain. It's like a wet day. And it cleared a lot of forestry in Washington State, especially the big redwoods and these giant trees here. Which is very sad. And I got stacks of these images. I don't want to go through them all, but they were using jet water to wash this water away, high pressure water. And apparently the narrative is they rose or lifted the city and literally moved it. Seattle. These buildings, they moved the city. Apparently, I don't know. It's just crazy. And then, as we'll see in a little while, the whole thing is burnt to the ground. These buildings, look at these halls. Big portal windows. And look at them domes there. Look at that. Such an oriental feel to it, or tartarian feel to it. And then there's some sort of like parade going on. Look at that building. Just a huge big block. And the bottom bit is going downhill there. Mud flood windows down there, look. Down there. Huge, big, massive entrance. Looks like half of that building's buried. So they got the electric tram, I believe, through this area here. That's very atmospheric, isn't it? All the antiquitech on the buildings there. Love that photo. And they've even got drugs there as well. Cool. And that big thing there. Look at the size of that. Just unreal. This is a cool, groovy photo. I love this one. So, before the days of cars, horse and cart, brought all the materials for this fantastical building. Okay, the Star Building. Apparently, 1889. In that short time, this place has already got covered in shit. Is this a new building? Doesn't look like a new building to me. It's like way weathered. Crazy, isn't it, guys? Wow, that was mad. And you got these things all over the world. This one, is that an Edwardian, I think? Or equestrian, I'm not sure. Something hall anyway in Seattle. And, you know, they'll say, what, is this built in the 1800s? Okay, why has it got mud flood windows touching the floor? How long did that ivy take to establish? Because that takes quite some time to cover a building in such a nature. Beautiful, massive thing. Look at it. So this looks like exactly like St. Mary Street in Cardiff, where I live. Exactly. I could pull up a picture of the corner of St. Mary Street and it would look like that. Weird. And that's Seattle. How can it be a world away and look exactly like my city, guys? Same architecture. Look at that. Good Shepherd Orphanage, Seattle. Oh, fucking hell. Can you imagine being a little kid going through that gate up to this nightmare building, imposing building? It must have been petrifying for them. And then put your hands of nuns and fucking priests and the like. And we see what they do in them books just now, don't we? Cars were stacks better back then. So much more character. And they could get about 20 people in them. So what's with that building? Is that new or just another founded building? They found it. Because it looks like a mud flooder. There's not much happening outside. It looks really messed up outside. There's just dirt track, mud over there. Yeah, this fucking building. It's massive. Jeez. Oh, look at that go. The windows are half there. And that big dome. Size of that thing. Whew. Yeah, a lot of these have been knocked down in the modern day. Don't know where that went underground. I don't know. Oh, look at that Seattle hotel there. Corner building. The date is on there. We looked at it just now. And this thing as well, that's road level. And down below the road there, you see windows down there. Again, with a classical frontage. Just crazy. And that's Scottish Rite Cathedral, Freemasons. Scottish Rite Freemasons. What they got there? Eagle, maybe, wings open. It's more like a Baphomet. So, Scottish Rite. And Masonic, old Masonic building, Seattle, Washington. Seems to be a big Masonic thing going on, yeah? Okay, 1890, they say on that building. Curious. So a couple of years after this is the fire. Look at this from Mudflood building, guys. Look at the road. You can just see that this is just the top, can't you? It's like, if you imagine that as a square, then it's cutting out all of that and all of that. Just a square. That's the top of a building. The rest is mud flooded in. That's crazy good, that is, guys. Really good. With all the Antiquitech on the roof. And all them gantries and stuff. All this. It's crazy. That's really good. I love that. Look at the size of that. Hotel Denny. Not to be mistaken with Denny's that sells the shit food that gives you the shits. This is the Denny's of the day, guys. You went in there for your breakfast. Oh my days, look at it. It's only an engraving, but that tower there is crazy. It looks like there a boat inside. Just madness. Look at that, red bricker. Educational Hall, University of Washington State. Mad. Looks like a bit of a church thing about it. But them buildings gives me the creeps. Look at that. Wow. Electrified the Colosseum. That's another thing we talk about, Hippodrome's Colosseum. I put this up this week because it says the Hearst Zeppelin round the world flight on the front of this building. But apparently that didn't really happen until 1999 with Pickard's nephew, which I posted about 5 years ago because he used the flat earth map to do it with. I'm not even joking. It's on my videos on my Flat Earth British Think Tank channel. That's inside the Opera House. Crazy Phoenician thing going on. Priceless artworks. Seattle. It's crazy. But whole thing gets dusted, as you find with most of them. So it's that much of the city, which is a bloody good proportion. Apparently the fire started here, 1889. That was the date on some of them pictures just now. They got built the same year as it got destroyed. Okay, well, anyway, all these big fuck-off buildings here all get burned to the ground. This is a crazy thing. That's outside that Seattle hotel, and they got like a bus stop, if you like. But they got crazy Antiquitech on the roof. I'm just wondering if this would invigorate you while you were waiting. All gone night way. So there it is in the modern day, looking quite cool. Got a lot of old architecture. See what I mean? It's supposed to be like the later development. Yeah, but it's just, it shows you it's an older world. And then it looked like that when the event happened, or the fire. So there's 1910 when they rose the city after the fire. And these are buildings on top of these giant bits of mud where they fucking burned it, blew it all away with hose pipes. Look at this church. And look at that, the Munster's house. Old world Tartarian buildings. Beautiful, man. Wow. And there's a little, two photos put together, and it brings this sort of to life. The streets back then. You see some Phoenician statues there on the right. Yeah, it gives you a little flavour. It was a damp day, that one. And then a lot of people are after the city was destroyed, get put up in these little tin shacks for a while. So they apparently, look, it's like Hooverville. This was apparently all them buildings that are all turned into tiny little bricklets. Yeah, I know. And this is after it's been destroyed. There's mud. Look at this mud wall, though, guys. That's all it is. This is mud, isn't it? All of that is mud. Crazy good picture, that. Crazy good picture. That should shiver you to the core. That's happening now in the modern day, as we know. Yeah. I think it's done from the air. I think it's done possibly by balloons, and I think it's a type of aerial bombardment, and I think they're using advanced EMF or electromagnetic technologies. I think they're using, or some people call weapons, because you're going to incinerate, and you're finding exactly the same MO of World War II now, guys. We're finding that these buildings are falling in their footprint. The roads are usually clear, and wood doesn't seem to be affected by any of it. Trees are all right, and it's really selective fire. And you get these massive stone buildings all gutted. Just crazy. What we got going on here? Okay, just temporary shops per up. Stationary office stuff. Sorry, that's just a city, a whole lot of fuckness. Look at the state of it. Very reminiscent of Chicago or San Francisco. That much of the city turned to dust, guys. All the American cities look like that, and then they end up like that. And then they're back again. Anyone? That's a museum. Look at the size of that one. Phew, that's a beauty. Again, though, there's this big muddy wall here that's standing behind, and they got this rampart to go up to the door because of this big muddy thing in front of it. Why? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. 1909. 6th of June. Why does that date ring a bell? Oh my God, look at it. So this was years later, apparently after the fire. Then they moved the entire city because the buildings are all there again, apparently. A mother's love, a beautiful play. Fucking hell. They keep photos of me. Yeah, look. So the ground level was up there. That was grass. That was a field or something, was it? All this mud has been dug out, guys, hasn't it? Because you can see that it's being dug out. It's that high. It's being dug out because the pictures show you it's being dug out. Their narrative makes no sense at all. And there it is, destroyed. Oh, destroyed. As far as the eye can see, nothing left of old Seattle. Makes you think. All the cities to have the same narrative. You think something really, really, really bad had happened. Something like another American city. It's a similar sort of architecture, but this is mind-blowing. These are shroppy, some of these. All these disproportionate, top-heavy, all the juice upstairs. Look at that. And these, so you can get off a balloon or off a boat. If the floodwater's up here, you get off going there. Floodwater's that high. You can always preserve. And these places, they are definitely flood-proof. They're huge, granny fucking things. How they destroy them is just beyond me. These things are mad. So look at that. And they're using midnight lamps. They're using massive halogens at this period in the center, which is illuminating the center of Detroit, guys. Just one lamp. They're using them in different places in the world. Look at that, though. The Greco-Romano temple, the belfry. Just crazy. Beautiful quality photos. So, Detroit, Michigan. Detroit Spinners. Metal City. Motor City. The Gleaners. Ancient Order. Ancient Order of Gleaners. Anybody? Some strange Freemasonic rite or something? The Gleaners. It's not cleaners, is it? Because that's something else in mafia terms, isn't it? Oh, ancient order. Oh, they're spooky, them ancient orders, aren't they? I have come to speak to you. You know, somebody just like sits down on a park bench and says, I got to tell you something. I'm part of an ancient order. Okay, coming to tell you a big secret. What is it? Oh, the Earth's flat. I already know that. So this is it. This is this midnight lamp. And it's a big gantry. It's got a massive halogen lamp on top, which illuminates the center of the city. Could these all look at them? That could be in my city or anywhere. Or buried. And that bloody massive thing there, belfry. So cool. So cool. What we got here? The Miles Theatre. Okay. Really old glass plate photo, that one. Look at the size of that freaking thing. A bit different to what we usually see on the bottom. Seen a few buildings when I was in America. Have metal columns. Don't see that a lot in Europe. Never seen metal columns in Europe. Look at that little dinky house there. Aww. That's lovely. There's a mud flood. First floor fucking front door again. Mud flood windows. Looks like the top of a building again. As does that. Beautiful though. Look at that. Man, oh man. And then they closed all of plants down, didn't they, in Detroit? And a lot of people moved away. The band Electric Six are from Detroit. Don't know. Detroit Spinners. Who else is from Detroit? I love that clock tower. It was mad. It might be the station. I'm not sure. So there's Main Street, is it? It looks like. No motor cars. But you got, oh yeah, there's one or two motor cars, is there? Yeah, I think so. Electric tram. A lot of horse and cart still. Bringing all the materials for this massive city. Look at it all. You know, every single city got windows boarded up and blowholes blocked off. Just proving it, showing us this stuff's a damn sight. Look, older. That's the top of a building. The rest is underground. You can see how it disproportionately comes out in a fan shape upwardly. That makes no sense, guys. That's top heavy. That's just like, it's all about symmetry, isn't it? And perspective. And that's just all the shit. That as well. Or we're building. Oh, I don't know what that is. It's a temple. Another Masonic temple thing going on there, guys. Ancient by the look of it. Oh, look at that. State Savings Bank. Got some Venetians on it. That's mint, isn't it, that? Glass plate photo as well. Look at that church there. Detroit, Jesus. Looks like something out of England, old Gothic churchage. And these banks, post offices, crazy shit. All of this space, just exchanging money, buying stamps. Post offices were definitely something else. So the size of them. Size of the windows. And these got, see these? You've done that in World War II to stop the windows coming through with blast, and you see it all over America. The railway station, the ferry terminal at San Francisco, exactly the same windows with that cross on them. And I thought, like, yeah, because they stops it being blown out in the event of a blast of some sort. Yeah. The size of these things. That's a school. God help them. And look at this. There's no coal fire in there, but what looks like steel plates. There's no coal fire because this is probably another form of heat coming out of there. Look at all of this over the top of very Phoenician. Horns of plenty, eagle wings open, laurel leaf all the way around. Phoenician lion, the whole thing's there. Wow. A very plush waiting room in these blank banks and stuff, isn't there, guys? Look at that, though, for some sort of mausoleum. What is it? Just in the park. Some folly, some Phoenician folly. Was something. Look at that. What a beautiful picture. What a beautiful time. Everyone's just having a great time, and there's not too many people around. Sailboat out on the lake, and look at that in the background. It's beautiful, guys. It's like Disney World. Look at it, except for them two chimneys, but even they look all right. Wow. And then they put these massive glass and steel buildings up, which just, and the quality has dropped incredibly. You know, to get good quality in service, you're lucky in America, but if you get quality service in Britain, you're fucking lucky. They do not want to serve you. Your face is like smacked asses everywhere you go in Britain, but you know, it's understandable because Britain's so fucked at the moment. I don't know what will become of her. Poor old Blighty, getting her teeth kicked in. She's getting duffed up constantly. All the countries are exactly the same, though, I gather. Getting duffed up by them. It's funny, isn't it? You know, our greatest problem is greatest enemy and our greatest gaslighter, greatest narcissists in our lives are them. It's curious, that, isn't it? Yeah, we put up with it. Keep on paying them. Drives me fucking nuts. Why is anyone paying taxes when they print the money they need? Everyone being gaslit. Terrorized by them. That's nice, isn't it? Two ages. The Empire, Tartaria. That's a statement in itself in that picture, isn't it? Towering behind it. I don't know. Sailors' Monument, maritime city. See that with Phoenician influence. But look at it. Big Greco-Romano buildings. Detroit, it's on the lake, isn't it? Look, so center of the city, you've got this strange water feature, but it's got like Antiqua tech. Looks Moorish, if anything. Looks Arabic. And then this pile of shit there full of stone. Why? Don't they have skips? And all this marble that we've just witnessed, these marble columns. Just crazy. And that's a ticket office for the station. Jesus Christ. Wow. But yeah, so America's really famous for Phoenician knights, isn't it? The ram there. I think that's like sort of demonic thing going on there. It's crazy good, that building, isn't it? Look at them stones. You get thicker there and they're like wedges. You hold that whole building up, and there's columns there on top as well. It's really unusual building, huh? Thank you, Hippie Shake. I'm going to come into the chat now and give you all a big shout out. You can come and see what I want because I haven't been doing this. I've got loads more to come. Look at that church. Amazing somatic window. But everything outside is to shit. They've got a grazing. What? It's one kid and a grazing horse with all of that fine antiquity. Makes no sense. So, 1873, that was built apparently, but unfortunately, the bottom bit's under the ground. The blowholes are all look like they're blocked off. These even look like car speakers. But it's an engraving, and that was a crazy good fairground apparently. Electrical Park, Detroit, in a roller coaster. Electrical Park. Interesting. This is a derelict building, and it's there today, the old station. And I don't know why they would do that. Yes, I do. Final building like that. Crazy, isn't it? The Phoenicians. And their weird buggery. Look at that building. That looks even older. All of the stuff up on top. All the juice up there. When no one is going to see it. Unless you're on a blue going past. Owl buildings, every city got them. Every one of them a mud flooder. Every one of them are identical. I could show you exactly the same owl building for Galveston, Texas. I could show you the same for Cardiff in Wales. Same owl theatres. Identical architecture the world over. Why? Same people building them. And look at that crazy good building. Look at that for beautiful picture. Lovely little house there, mud flooder, but all of them windows there, crazy half cut. Covered in ivy. that's really good, isn't it? Hardly anyone around, though. Very quiet. Detroit Opera Theatre. Do believe that got knocked down, if I remember rightly. Final building. Final building. Look at the size of that fucking thing there. That's Detroit Athletic Club. Oh, God. It's a bit clicky, isn't it? People jogging on the spot and doing stuff. This is a curious picture. So is it people going through the rubble of what was a building? Because it's a large open space where it looks like buildings have been knocked down, and you're seeing what look like 100 people maybe just gathered, and they are going through this rubble. There's a strange thing there, like a box. Can you see? There's a load of weird debris, and all of these people are going through it. Why would that be? Maybe that's where their homes once were. Something really off with that picture. That's really weird, that picture. The moment I seen it, I was like, what are they doing? And where's the buildings? And why does it look like shit? Something going on with that, guys. I know. I'm coming back for a minute. Let's go have a look. I don't know what's going on. I could be mad talking to myself in my bedroom, all I know. But maybe not. So 700 of you watching in all on the Celtic Tartarian channel and the Flat Earth British martinliedtke channel. Good to see you all, guys. Happy Flaterday. Wiggly flat thumbs. Hope you enjoyed the show so far. We've got quite a bit to go, actually. I started at past 8, past 10, going 2 hours. Woohoo! Thank you, Cheryl. Ooh, yes, I know, Jason, I know, but why? Motive. That's what I'm looking for. Motive. Why would they do that? It's not big on the Agenda 21 sort of map, is it? Maui, Southern California. California is. That's definitely for their superhighway. When they clear them all and put everyone in mega cities and everyone else is in all of the other space for them to live in, and nobody else will be there. A bit like Judge Dredd, mega cities, mega blocks. That's coming. That's what they're doing. That's part of their agenda. That's why there's this big land grab clearance thing going on at the moment. So, but I'm trying to work out why there. It's a big city, I guess. I don't know. Carol, hippie, good to see you. Yeah, it's going to have some funky images to come. I'm going to share with you. Just me, Tracy. I good. I love to see you. Crafty Kim, good to see you. Ooh. And yeah, so share your thoughts in comments and stuff, guys. Now I've got a few things to talk about. We won't be having a Flaterday like in my apartment for a little while because I'm going somewhere else, and you'll see where very soon. Okay, I'm going to just appear. Okay, magically appear very soon in another place. It's going to be very, very fab. I'm sure you're going to really, really enjoy it. Now I've got a convention coming up in October, as I'm sure you all know, with Jason, Archaics, and Max, and that is linked up down below, and that is going to be in San Diego, California. That's a soul call. Also, I've been doing offers. I've flogged them off, sent them all off, but I've got a few left while I'm here because I'm going to be basically bouncing. And what you got here is thumb drives, and I'm going to be selling the 7,500 PDF books and 47,000 images at an offer of 100, knocking off 25, and I will include postage and packaging for this weekend only. A big saving. So if you're interested in that lifetime worth of content, and not too many books to read in one lifetime, descriptions box below and pinned to this chat. Now, new normal. No, fuck all of that. All of these weirdness that they're doing and trying on, we're not going to be really bothering thinking about all of that. I thought you were saying League of Gentlemen. Ivy League phonies. No shit. Send their brats to these schools, and all they learn is how to be bigger twats. Pat. Ooh. A Pat. Oh, I can't see all that. My eyes actually don't work that far. Hiya, Mickey. Good to see you, my bro. Michael Silvo. Give me a shake. Smash that bum. Give me some love. Susie Fox. She's been gone for ages, but she's back on the scene. We love Susie Fox. Hi, Susie Fox. Hi, Susie Fox. How you doing? So Truth Propaganda is in the house as well. So yeah, me and my son was like talking today about poor old Kurt Cobain and his fantastic guitar and what happened to him. So somebody said in my comments the other day that Dave Grohl hated his fucking guts and had a thing going on with Courtney Love. She's not all that trustworthy. It's a weird irony with her name, isn't it? Being such a narcissistic druggie and stuff. So was it like him and her did the nasty and got rid of him? I'm just saying. I'm just chucking that out there because he's a bit of a twatney. Oh. Okay. More rock and roll crimes. Later on in the week, we'll be looking at the weird death of Brian Jones of the Rolling Stones. No, I couldn't give a shit. The Rolling Stones are shit on a stick. Can't be bothered. That's what you find now, right? You get a load of demented like rockers coming out and like they're like tribute acts themselves, and they're all being supported by the man because they all did really well in the last 2 years supporting their agendas. So they'll be given tours. They've also been given videos you can watch like on the stage before the bands actually come on. I've noticed it for Blondie, the Pretenders, and the Who on videos. And they saw their videos and they're fantastic. They are, and then the band come on. I'm not knocking the Who though; they're still one of the best bands ever. But yeah, so they come on and then they're like fucking tribute actors themselves. A lot of bands, yeah. I'm not saying that for like Depeche Mode; they're still smashing it, and a couple of others. But the rest are like tribute acts to themselves. It's quite terrible that they have no talent left in the world, and all of these new people that come out today are frightful. They really are frightful. Level Earth. And beautiful curves on some of those buildings. I love curves as well on my buildings. Joe, good to see you. Youth, Fully, good to see you. And Magavelli, I said that in a Welsh accent. Somewhere in time. Truly mind-blowing. Well, we've got a long way to go, Magavelli. I'm still live on the Celtic Tartarian channel. I can see Jolly Man over there and see a few of you. Sorry, I can't chat two chats at the same time. Bob Sykes. They call the Pretenders for nothing. Well, most of the band died of drug overdoses, and I nearly went to see them, but basically I was class captain. And Pretenders came to my high school when I was in school on the Radio 1 Roadshow, believe it or not. I bet Jimmy Savile was fucking there. So like Pretenders on stage, and I really loved Pretenders at that period, and I was class captain. The whole class voted me captain. And I went into the class, and it's like, was really buzzing. I could hear the booming bass. I was like getting in the hall, going to see the Pretenders. I said, Martin, you're no longer class captain. You won't be able to see the concert. It's like, oh, fuck, no, why? Like, because you basically truanted yesterday. I said, sir, I truant every fucking day. No. So they would just gaslight me being real cunts. I fucking had them for that. Yeah, I got everyone into, well, like a little revolution. I got everyone on strike. Yeah. That was their own fucking fault for fucking with me. Yeah. So, yeah. I made trouble for them for that one. Maui was rebuilt. Yeah. It's I know, but what we find on YouTube, it's best not to talk about the event when it's happening, okay? Because there's obviously some fuckery going on. I can see that much. But it's like, wait till after. And then I can, do a detective case or disseminate that shit. I could do with, like, JFK or the Towers, which still haven't got an adequate like decision of what is going on with either or. Yeah, there's 1,000 thoughts out there. I love FE girls, flat forever. You going to Flattoberfest? There'll be some fluff there, mate. Get up there. Yeah. Say I'm forever flat. You know me, don't you? They'd be like, ooh, forever flat. Brilliant, mate. You're gonna have a brilliant time if you do go. If you don't, just tell everyone anyway. I'm forever flat. Okay. Because being a flat earther, it is sexy. It's so like not them. Okay. They don't like it one bit. Yeah, they go all nutty, which I really like. It just proves that, what to say. Tight trucking. money dispute right now, council tax. Yeah, I'm in that money dispute right now. Council tax also gives the authority to demand money because God said no. The council tax comes from the police commissioner. Apparently, he's something to do with the council tax. Yeah, I'm getting exactly the same. I'm paying 2 lots of council tax, and I've still got a letter of enforcement where they're coming as of last Thursday to come and steal all my stuff. That will include my computer, which will fuck me for making content. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live where I'm still giving them money and yet they're still coming to steal my shit. So, and that's the government. And it's just like, I just don't want to live like that. Gotta get away from it. Joe Guilford, and everyone's getting the same. Everyone has got a face like a smacked ass in Britain, and it's exactly the same fucking problem. The councils, gangsters treating us like dirt, gaslighting you. One day it'll come through, it may be all right, and the next day it'll come through. It's like, no, you're fucked. You're going to go to jail, and all of that shit. Yeah, they're threatening all that, guys. They're fucking nuts. I can't pay 5 different types of tax. That's nuts. Which is what's happening at the moment. Just fucking nuts. Like, oh, especially when they're printing money. And it's still going to come and steal my shit, apparently. Not that I'd be here. Just have to force their way in one day. Bob Sykes. So, yeah, Britain is a really bad place to be right now because that's what's happening with nearly everybody. Okay? What's that? You don't get all that in America, do you? You do get some sort of, that tax thing, but it's not the same. You don't get the councils fucking terrorizing the people. And it's weird as well, how nasty they are as well. And they send, basically, fucking bouncers. Come, literally, that mentality, like bruisers, to come and fucking have you. And that's the government. Because they love us so much. Mind you, fucking hell, that's not the half. Wait till if you have to go to the hospital. That ain't a good thing. Or the quacks. That ain't a fucking good thing. Yeah? Get some of these down your neck and all of your cares will be healed and you'll be all brand new again. You won't be mentally ill and fucking dead. It's every aspect. I just, every single aspect of this run, they're doing that to us. The water, the food, the EMFs, the fucking gaslighting. And they want everyone on a negative intent. They want everyone fucking dead. That's what they want. They want you a slave class. Shut the fuck up. Give us what we want is what they want. And we have just got to say yes and put up with it when it's all done by consent. Sorry, I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I don't know what people are not seeing. I just don't get it. Where do you think it's going to end, guys? Don't take a genius to work it out, guys. Something needs to be done now, and that's it. We're going to be fucked. And we would have left it too late. Right. My little rant then. Oh, got to me then, thinking about what they do. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to show some images of the day, and I'm going to show you some documents and books that I got. But I definitely want to cover images. Flaterday toast. Just bring this up a bit. Fucking hell. I've done my own editing then. Okay, let's have a look at some images of the week, which I've got. We've got some stuff on Star Thoughts and books that I'm going to share with you, which you can see up on there on the top of the image. Are going to be really funky. Okay, really good books, which I'm going to share with you. Okay. And other stuff that's going on. Okay, so we're looking at images of the day that I've collected all week. Twins are weird, aren't they? And Siamese twins are even weirder. So these two, I'm guessing are Siamese twins, and they're connected at the bum. So I'm guessing that they just have one poo. I don't think they have 2 poos. I'm just saying they have one bum. I don't know how it works for genitalia. I don't really go there. But so they're really common, apparently. People who are connected. You can get connected at the head. And then you got to have, some of them get married. Can you imagine that? Siamese twins getting married. It's like, you know, what your sister who's like connected at the hips, like next to you on your wedding night. That's probably not a good scenario. Anyway, look what I found. Ooh, in an old document, an old book, is what looks like the phoenix used to present the hour of triumph. Who knew? And that looks like it's in the French Revolution. But yeah, the big fuck off phoenix is used as a symbol for triumph because resurgi from the flames. So I don't know what that is. I think it's, oh yeah, nymphs just playing around in the water lilies. Sometimes I walk through the woods. This always happens to skinny dipping women. Not really. So this is in Russia. It's a big wooden house and it's in a pencil engraving. I'm wondering what's on the roof, on a spire up there. Looks a bit aerial, doesn't it? Antigua Tech. Right, this was a brilliant concert back in the day, guys. We had the best concerts, right? So this is a 1978 gig list for Scarfo Youth Indoctrination Festival in July 4th, 5th, and 6th. Okay. On the Friday, played Margaret's Idiotic Swan, cracking band. Sausage Warfare, love them. Strangely Normal, The Gay Cows, Kenneth's Explosion, Hitler Likes Twix. I never knew that. Colonel Shrimp, Phantom, and his Prawn Army, cracking band. The Amiable Poos and Orwell's Spud played on the Friday night, but the highlights on Saturday night, fucking smashed it, guys. It was the best night ever. Robert Wig, yeah, Buffoon, Sock Hospital, Second-Hand Puddings, The Poltergeists, Electric Blanket and acoustic blanket, and the Oyster Dickhead Orchestra. They smashed it. The best night and my favourite band of all on the Sunday night were Fondlebum. Fondlebum smashed it. Beige and the Crucifixion Pyjamas. Oh, I love Crucifixion Pyjamas. Pavlov, you're on you. Pavlov and the Dribblers. Harpsichord of Death. The Arrogant Sandwiches. Semi-detached Kitten Asylum. The Lump Finder. Yeah, that's called my hand. Okay. There it was. Cracking fucking gig. Cracking gig. Yeah, Fondlebum were excellent. What? Who's saying downtime? Stop that. Don't say bum thumb just because it rhymes. Okay. In this statue, a Lydian statue, the stone is transparent. So what I just said was transparent stone, light that passes through the stone because it's been chiseled that thin. How? 3D printed or something. And what's going on there? I'm not showing the front bit, but he's getting like right. These angels, Jesus Christ, they get up to some sorts. Getting a handful there. Follow him. Okay, that is another one that slipped out of the Seattle file, and that is a Seattle building. You can clearly see the window there and the window there, and all this shit coming down. That this is an older building because there's windows like below this mud. It's like a caught Seattle in a mud flood. What's the matter, Martin? Nothing. Fucking pool tanks. I will sort them all. I'll make them all go away from you. Oh, will you? Oh, thanks, Angel. Can I have a kiss? I don't do that, Martin. Oh, okay. So Lucifer looks like he's pissed off a bit. He's looking right at you, yeah, with his flowery hat on. He's not looking too evil right now. But I'm guessing like later on he might like get a bit evil. I don't know really. So this woman, okay, she's got an eye in her hand. She tells the future. Yeah, I can tell the future. That's my skill. Precognitive abilities. I can see into the future. The dog's grown a head like sticks. It's basically it's like Groot. It's a Groot. I'm bringing you to life. So this is like all stone and shit, and they got a sphinx on top. And as soon as this wizard's guy played a tune on his trumpet, the sphinx, which looks like the lead singer of Skunk Anansi, magically comes to life. Vibration and stone. Might be a clue in that, I think, softening of stone. Let's rip that fucking building down, the ugly bastard thing. So there you are, getting rid of Antiquitech. Look at all the Phoenicians over there. Somebody didn't like them, or they're just hiding it. And then 2 fasces columns, and somebody disputeth. Look at that blowhole there, guys. We are saving beautiful parts from the good past for the good, bright-looking future. Oh no, it's programming. We're getting rid of your shit to build something newer. It's going to be really fab. So, some energy gatherers. I wonder what's in them bits there. And is there anything in the pots either? Or is it just solid? I think there's mercury in them balls. Seen a documentary this week on red mercury. Although people say it's a psyop. I know it's not, because you can buy it. I don't know if garlic repels it, though. It's vampire properties. So, yeah, 1960s in London, and the world seems a lot better even then. And what I thought about unusual about these, look, a spiffing couple, don't they? Nice shiny shoes in the rain. What I found was unusual is this guy here, it's holding what looks like a baby fox. It is a baby fox. It's weird, isn't it? I found the baby fox. I'm going to take it down a boozer. Aye, you've got a baby fox. Yeah, I got a baby fox. And then tries to stroke it, bites you fucking rabies. This woman, she's waiting at the bus stop. If it moves, fuck it, is her saying. If it moves, fuck it. Okay. Good. Don't believe everything you read on the internet by Bob Dylan, drummer of Metallica. It's Cardiff, my city, in 1811, and it's hardly even there. I live over here on the map, and all of this now, everything you see on this map is now city. But not then, 1811. It must have been under the mud, because there's only Bute Town and Cardiff Centre around the castle existing. And none of Cardiff existing only 200 years ago, apparently. Or 1856, no Cardiff. Just that. Tiny little fucking place. Really weird. So here's a vision of the mega blocks that they're going to have in the future, I guess. A futuristic artist envisions dome-like skyscrapers. They're doing that now, aren't they? Look at the Gherkin in London. And these. That Antiquitech under there. All artworks on the bridge. Maybe they were like this. Look at that. Man, oh man, that must sounded amazing. And look at the size of this. And these are tower blocks. Oh, people living in them, windows and stuff. So, yeah. A little bit Phoenician feeling, classical, but yeah, I can dig that. So look at this, the Roman soldiers did. Roman soldiers drew a penis on Hadrian's Wall over more than 1800 years ago. I don't think so. But yeah, that's typically British thing to do. Like I've explained many times, British people do knobs. They do squirty penises on vandalism. Not that I've ever vandalized. Okay. Why do you titter so, Centurion? Incontinential buttocks. Bigger stickers. Okay. So there's only mud outside this big fucking thing. Look at this beauty. Again with the Greco-Romano temple thing on the frontage. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So here's a bunch of shitheads. Look at this. So Bono, he goes around with the Pope. He goes around with Frank Bruno. He goes around with, I don't know. Chelsea's got a big fucking mouth, haven't she? Anyway, not that that's got anything to do with it. What's the anchor for? Eh? So the Edge is mates with Chelsea and Bill, and who are we? Okay, he's giving the finger. Look. He's like, yeah, fuck you. So he's got the I haven't done anything wrong face, except for when you're stamping on babies, which you will be later. Now you're in that gang. Fucking asshole. I'm so old that I can actually remember using a rotary phone before. Do you remember them? You probably don't know what a rotary phone is. The thing's got a wheel. You go 999 if you're ringing it, which you don't, because then it won't come. Don't like the NHS. While listening to an 8-track. Yeah, man. I listened to Echo, Pink Floyd on 8-track. It was amazing. Joe Walsh on 8-track. It was amazing. Next to a black and white TV with aluminium foil on top with rabbit ear antennas. Now, I did do that in my bedroom with my black and white portable. I had a beautiful portable. It had like a 1080 picture on it. I mean, in the 70s, right? But I touched the aerial of my CB radio, which I was listening to planes with, on the aerial for the telly. And the telly literally fucking exploded. It exploded in my bedroom. It was a massive bang, white, blue flash of electric. I didn't die. It was all right that time. I've been electrocuted a lot, but not that time. So is this, like I say, AI, isn't it? Wouldn't it be nice if that was real? This is what taking acid is, guys. Turns castles into people. But that's beautiful. Anyway, so do you know boxing in the old days? This is not the way in. This is after you've actually been in the ring. And I don't mean that in a dirty way. So what happens is you get in boxing, not like today. Not like today. You get in the ring. Yeah. It's like, if you're a real man, fight me naked. So you get in the ring with your wife friends on, guys. Okay. Your bollocks showing. Yeah. That's what boxers used to do, guys. Yeah. It's a noble sport. Sport for men. Yeah. Yeah. Getting your bundies. So, the size of this building. Shroppy image here, beautiful canal next to it. Up she goes, all the juice on top. Disproportionate, top of a building. Oh well. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Yeah, it's a boring construct port all of the time, isn't it? Drags you in and never lets you go. Got fucking phones to bully us now, haven't we? Tell us what to do. Fucking wankers. So, time as I can. So, Child Wonder of the World, Medieval Craig. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Is it good, bad? Don't know. So, what about these? This is Mr. Magnetism in the past. He's a completely normal person of the environment. He lives just on the road, but he's a goat head. Apparently, they're quite common. The devil was one. His wife, she's a bit of a goat head, but the bottom bit is human. Isn't it funny how half human, half beasts are all over this era, guys? Was that going on? Or is it going on in a different world that we don't know about? Holy codpiece! Let's check. I think this is a Dürer. I think this is a Gustav Dürer 1500 painting, engraving. I think it is. The insignia bearer, the flag bearer. Okay. This is a crazy picture. Not sure what's going on. If it's to do with cesarean section or whatever. But, so, I'm not sure what's going on with the anatomy of this. It's got a gaping hole in the front. Looks like something out of Hellraiser. So there's a pregnant woman, side slice, baby inside the umbilical cord. Okay, we got that. And then a load of like babies. It's just inside's open. What looks like I don't know. Her stomach open. The baby is no longer there because it's there, but unfortunately, its stomach's open. She's got the tit ready. I don't think it's going to be eating anything with his guts open like that. Love, not anytime soon. Maybe you don't know how this shit goes down. I don't know. Maybe just medical thing, but done in a really dark way. And it's creepy. Like these, creepy. So, Jehovah's Witnesses. The other day, I had 3 knock my door, and I answered and took a photograph. Here they are. Yeah, I know. Wow. See this building? In South America, they have this building, and it's got this wow thing, like a Joe 90. It sends like blue electrical light, wow up there. You ever seen anything like that? It's crazy, isn't it? Yikes. I know. Also, this building here looks a bit of a mud flooder. Difficult to say, though. It's an Anglican church. In 1987, they dug it up. And, there was all this stuff underneath, these huge columns, piles, holding it all up. Why would they do that? Because there was a sub-basement. Was this thing probably mud flooded sometime in the past. Trees are awesome. They can like grow out of anything. There's one growing out of a sewer pipe down my local river, Ely. But look at this. Fill that building right up. Love it. So you could, like, theoretically, like, chisel your way in there with an axe and get yourself a home and have nice warm wood walls. So this is in south of France, in Monaco. And I can't help thinking that, like, it looks like half that building is, like, literally in that rock. It really does, because the window is half blocked behind there. That window's completely blocked, and these look like there's windows behind there as well, because there's a bit of the building here. Really looks like the rock or whatever, or the mud has come in solidified or whatever in an event, and that's an old-world building. That's in Monte Carlo. Some of these old-world depictions here, okay, is what they had for a vision for Philadelphia, of what they planned they were going to have done with it, which is this giant underground railway system, massive, and that was planned for. Is this on an American dollar? Because I can see up there, you know, New Jersey Incorporated. It looks like the American dollar, but you've got this bit here with Mercury on there, Hermes, Caduceus, and his angel hat wings and his angel hat boots. A lot of industrial shit going on in the background. A horn of plenty with a shitload of money coming out, bags of money, books, and a globe. Shit. So, do you think they really had that? Came out of an ancient book. There's a giant elephant with a building inside, so big. It's got gardens with trees. It's got many, many levels. Lift going up, staircase. Looks like a bit of a comfortable bit by here with a big mirror. So it was a big, big house in an elephant, which apparently existed. These are taken from old maritime maps. They are incredibly complicated geometric things, and they're used for navigation. You can see these strange lines underneath. I can't work out the navigation unless it corresponds with the stars above. I think these are sort of because of the, can you see the fractal nature of this where it just disappears in? I really do think these are nodal points mapped out, like where the veil is thin. And they mapped them out. Maybe you can jump from one place to another in a specific place in the ocean or even on the land. I don't know. Sort of a Kirschner book, Technasmia Science, Sound and Sight and Perspective, which should give you everything you want to know about. Perspective is something you should really know about. If you're into flat Earth, I'm trying to work out what that is. It's got a hoofy bottom and a human top, so it's Bacchus type of thing. So this is an old depiction, but it shows Mount Saint Michel on top, and it shows a multi-level civilization all the way underneath, a sun underneath. So, but it does look like it's the top of a bigger building, doesn't it? Both Saint Michel's, the one in France, and Butt Prints in the Sand by Sam Glenn. Simple ways to do great things with your life. Let's do great things with our life, guys. Yeah, let's not be boring. Any boring people get boring. If the sand is hot, it won't be nice, and you'll get all bits of sand in your bum anyway, so don't do it. But it would be good if you stupid, you want to make bum prints in the sand. Look, guys, I've got bum prints in the sand. Stop it, Martin. Okay. Krupp's Handbook of Antique Wooden Cussing Bears. Fuck you, You get them. They're all over antiquity. They are in old antique shops, and they just stand there saying, "Fuck you," all day long. Do you remember these good old days? Yeah, she's nice, isn't she? So we used to have these. I still got one. Mine's electric, actually. We used to light our fags on them when we never had a lighter. Okay, I've even lit a bong on one of them, which is not easy to do. We used to use them to heat our hot knives. I don't know if you know what hot knives are. And the young Gillian Anderson lookalike, okay, she's lighting her fag, which is not a good idea with long, pretty hair. Okay, but it is a good idea to drop your cardigan off your shoulders so we can observe your breasts to light the cigarettes. That was very kind of you. Here it is, a future version of what the world was going to be like. Future New York. In fact, tons of weird airplanes. Huge. It's not too far off, is it? Mega City 1. Yeah, so India becomes the latest nation to land on the moon. As you can see, any excuse, they took a lot of them up there. And they took chicken tikka jalfrezi. No, they took a chicken tarka with them. Do you mean chicken tikka, Matt? No, I mean tarka, because they're otter. Boom, boom. Doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, so they put a cartoon on the moon, and all of the NASA Indian skyclappers skyclapped. It was weird. They all think cartoons are real. It's fucking really weird. See this place here, this building? Survived World War II's Blitz. It's in a place called Tottenham. I don't know whether you've ever heard of Tottenham, have you? Or the Tottenham High Street. This is in Tottenham. What you must do, okay, if you visit Tottenham, is don't look at anybody. Okay, never look anybody in the eye, because their poverty will wear off on you. And yeah, don't look anyone in the eye. And this was the first thing they'd done when they got up on the moon, was they got a corner shop going. Apparently they're ripping every bastard off, but what you expect. But yeah, there is. I'm all for enterprise, guys. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic thing, and they should have. That's the first thing they should have done, is put a load of spa shops and premiers on the moon. Starbucks will follow. Ah, this is coming. We got the autumn air coming in Britain, okay, and we got steam coming out of our mouth soon. Like, he's blowing smoke creams. I don't know what bird that is, but it's beautiful. Anyone could tell me what bird that is? A hustler. No, I don't think you meant that, did you, Johnny Man? Oh, no, not the... Oh, yeah. Oh, the last one. This is good in Blackpool. Look what you can buy. Smelly balls for £3 or 2 for a £5. Smelly balls? Fucking hell. It is a bit cheap down in Blackpool. I went to Blackpool once when I was a kid, and there was a guy from a soap, a famous television series in Britain called Coronation Street. His name was Albert Tacklock, and he sat literally on a deck chair, and there was a big queue of people in front of him where he was charging them 50p each for his autograph. I was like, fuck you, Tatlock. There's the map, the upside down map. I definitely think I'm onto something, but I can't really work it out. Use nuns. This is what they're up to when they're on their own in the nunneries at night, because it gets really boring. There's only women about, and they're married to Jesus. Lilith Harem. Okay, they read all about. Oh God, I bet that's really, really naughty. Lilith's Harem. She looks like she's enjoying it. Okay. Oh, this is Octopussy. Yeah, this is real. It's wrong in so many ways. Okay, this woman is born of a larger vagina. The Dementios went into the sacred cove into the hillside and came out. There's the sacred cove. That's an unusual shape. And what kind of cove is it? It looks mental. But he's got flowers, so he's not a twat. I dig that. Some women like flowers. They don't think it's totally gay and you haven't done anything wrong. Oh, yeah. So here's albums of the 1970s. Musical Diablo. Okay, I think that's something to do with the devil, isn't it? You get the old laser beam, the Zeus bolt, the Jesus bolt, and the skull and crossbones, all highly coded because they're Satanists. Okay, all there. So all there in one cover. and obviously the upside down cross, because Vatican got them everywhere, haven't they? Okay, because they got them the right way up, and the world's upside down, so they're upside down by nature. This is inside the Pope's head. It's the orgasm of Sister Teresa. Yeah, she's having a moment because she's having a religious orgasm, something like that. I don't know. So there's the North Pole. Okay, it's the Holy Grail, which is a cup with the North Pole hole. In this case, the World Tree. You've got the green in there because it's going to burst out of the hole of the Northern Lights. It's going to light up the northern sky. And you go, I don't know what that is there. Something matrixy, blobs you out when you unlock. Okay, this is brilliant back in the day. The ones of mermaids came out of the water. They are literally, she was so hot. Yeah, she lifted her red dress, again, with a red dress. I know. All the fish came out of the water to get a look. Fucking hell! Yeah, I know. By M. Hutter, who was a bit of a nutter, by all accounts. Oh, that's a picture of hell and purgatory and everyone going up to Baphomet. Suck his tits. Tottenham, this is a bit like she got something around her neck. I don't think there's good things going on with this, but this is Bacchus, as you can see, Pan. His tongue's hanging out. I don't know if that's like, but he's got like all things sticking out of him, exactly like Neo had when he got unplugged from the Matrix. He had all these. You see the little pipes in him? Can you see that? Isn't that weird, guys? He's got little pipes in him all the way down, just like the Matrix. He's got a Phoenician necklace on. She got like, I don't know if they're plugs or just really massive nipples. I like to think really massive nipples, actually. Yeah, I think that. Anyway, but she got one there and a belly button as well. What do you make of that, guys? This is like an old statue in marble, and they got like these plugs. Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird? And she got homunculus in her hand. I can see a little guy there. She's putting her hand to her head using psychic abilities like Tempurum. I can see, remote view them, see where they are, we'll go and get them. So she's like, remote viewing. So here's a lovely bit of marble. I know what you're thinking. Cool. Yeah, while she sleeps, aren't you? Yeah, no, that one is a woman. Okay, it's not hermaphrodite. It is one that's out there. It's hermaphrodite. You can look at that one. It's nice and shiny. Ooh! That one's on a Gothic cathedral in Britain. Some sort of statement of the nun. I can't work out what it is. Oh. He's a bit of a dickhead, isn't he? This is a guy in the past. I'm not sure what it was for. Maybe hanging your house keys on. Don't know. It's a bit of a dickhead. If that really happened, right, all the blood would rush out of your body and you'd be too weak to even walk. That makes no sense. Same for him as well. Look at that gag on. He's like, yeah, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, you may laugh. Ooh, Pazus, one of their favourite and evil demon things. I noticed the gorillas had this in the background. And when I went to see the Chemical Brothers, they put him up on the screen. That's when I was going to go and punch them. I thought like, oh shit, they're doing like evil devil worship. He's got a sort of penis, but it's really a snake. A bit like Justin Timberlake. Check that one. That's really realistic, isn't it? Look at that. Massive. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna wank on you all. I'm gonna wank. Isn't it funny how this dog head or this horse head, it's got a human body. His name is Tartak. Tartak, like Tartarian. Tartak is a goat head or a horse head or a, I don't know what that is. Because Dickus or Autodidactic Campbell. I love it. You're not mentalists. Just join in with anything. This is in Russia back in the day. Apparently they had these crazy big, maybe not really, 4-story electric trams. Well, that was a vision, but they do see to Zeppelins in the air. Okay. Okay, I'm coming back. I've got loads more to show you. This is really good. So there's them thumbnails I was going to do. So this got literally obliterated, World War II. And it's a terrible story. If you want to find out about it, go on my Celtic Tartarian channel, and there's a rundown on there. But these are prior to World War II, and they show the best city imaginable. I can't imagine living in such finery. It's reminiscent of Venice. Venice. Vienna, similar to Vienna. It is a showpiece city, which is why it was targeted in the bombing campaign, because there was no actual troops here. Look at all of the stuff on the top of this. There was no actual troops there. It was used as apparently safe haven for civilians, but didn't seem to worry Bomber Command. Apparently, so the story goes, Bomber Harris was like, no, I can't do that, man. It's like a beautiful city, and like, oh shit, like what about all of the 500,000 people in the city who are getting safe haven that we said they could get safe haven? And apparently Churchill's like, yeah, we know where your family lives, mate. Fucking do it, sort of thing going on. So apparently this was in a book I read years ago by Max Hastings called Armageddon, where he stated that this happened, that it wasn't actually Bomber Harris's doing, more Churchill's crazy, I'm going to fucking kill everything and blow up the whole of Tartaria buzz that he had going on. The guy was a complete warmonger. Hitler sued for police countless times. You had Hess parachuting into Scotland to go and say, look, we want to fucking surrender. Like, the guy's getting on my nerves. Can we just pack this in already? We're actually the same people. Instead of that, they just locked him up for the remainder of the war and shipped him off to fucking Spandau Ballet until the 1980s. Because Spandau Ballet, Spandau prison. Because they're nuts and they're evil. I can't even believe. Apparently, the Germans, they got the Dead's Head squadron with skulls, yeah? And they're like, are we the bad guys? Fuck no! I think we're the bad guys. I'm not even sure Germany just legalized marijuana, guys, yeah? They won the war. We didn't win. Fuck all, they won it, yeah? Where's all the money coming from when before we Brexited? Fucking Bundesbank. All the money was fucking German. They're giving us fucking money. Fucking hell. Oh, nice. Look at that. Wonder what that was. Patio heater. Japanese garden. Check it out, though. So, yeah, it all got melted. Really strangely so. Strange MO for the type of destruction and the millions of bombs is you don't see any craters. All the buildings are turned to dust. Again, selective. Some escape, some don't. But it was a showpiece city. And it had to go. Another portal. Exactly the same Phoenician thing going on in Germany as everywhere else. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful city. Got some amazing color pictures, but pictures are altered. New strat. And it's got, oh my God, look at that one. Just unbelievable. Covered. Absolutely covered in shells and Phoenicians, that one. Same people. Same people world over. Same people in America. Same people in Britain. Japan. Doesn't matter. It's all the same gang. And we have been tricked. It's a swindle. It's a con. The whole thing. The whole history has been a con. I can't believe we fucking fell for it. Look at this going on, guys. Explain why there's all this technology on top of an old world building, this strange star-shaped landing platform, all of these crazy aerials which are super mocking modern, yeah? All of this technology we knew nothing about before we discovered Antiquitech. And boy, did that fucking open a fucking can of worms. Jesus. It's mind-blowing. All of it. It's mind-blowing. Look at that. Jesus. Your world. So fantastical. There's nothing, absolutely nothing built in the modern day that can compare to this architecture. Nothing. And statues of that later, you can see where these guys just stand there, these statues, everything below them is dust. It's gone. It's just not there. It's gone. Dresden's gone. All that wrought iron around these water features and these columns as well, to protect them from horse and cat. Some sort of tech going on with the wrought iron, or some sort of advanced water technology. Look at that. The front door's 2 stories in the air. Doesn't look well maintained. It looks like everything's overgrown on there, doesn't it? And that's the palace. See, everything's doesn't look well kept. Maybe the bushes just get that big. I don't know. And there's my thumb drives. If you had interest, you're going to find them. 47,000 images of all of this type, what you're seeing here. Okay, in fact, these are loaded on them as well. And 7,100 of mine and Jason Arcade's books. Find that in the description box below. This is good. Macon. I don't know Macon, but it looks like the architecture I just showed you for Dresden. This is in Georgia, America, right? Yeah. On that midnight train to Georgia. Yeah. Mud flood. Look at it. But I don't even know Macron. Anyone here from Macron? I don't even know it, guys. Never heard of it. Oh, what is the name of it? Excuse me. It's not Macron. It's Macon, Georgia. Macon, Georgia. Or is that Mason? Anyone tell me? Because I'm really... Grandmaster simply channeling on his channel. Oh, thank you, Bob Sykes. It's really kind. Anybody know this place in Georgia? Because I don't. But look at it. It's full of Greco-Romano temples. And crazy good. Macon. Thank you, Denise. Macon, Georgia is full of temples and mud-flood buildings. Look at that. That's the courthouse and post office, Macon. Again, the Greco-Romano thing going on. Look at that thing. And look at these domed windows in the bottom. It's just crazy good. But massive sort of Greco-Romano buildings. I was thinking about these columns when I saw this building. I was thinking they look like piano strings or some sort of instrument. I was thinking when I saw it. Harp. So yeah, crazy massive buildings there as well. But look, identical to what I just showed you. Anywhere in the world is the same. Even the churches. It's a Catholic church in. Look at this thing here. So it's not a city I've ever heard of. Thank you for the pronunciation. Because I was fucking terrible for saying Spokane for ages. I still don't know how to say it. Maybe somebody will tell me how to pronounce Spokane. Spooky. I can't fucking say it. Look at that red Italian building there. College for women. Citizens National Bank. Always the banks on the corner and they always look like that. Look at that red bricker. Front door, first story. Mud-flood windows buried all down there. Look at this. Greco top. What's that? 4 o'clock. That's a clock. Young man, there's no need to be down. I said, young man. YMCA. Yeah, that song put people off going to the YMCA, didn't it, forever? It's like, fuck off. I'll end up having that fucking cowboy or that Indian fucking sniffing around me. Alexandra, free school. But I think it was all an act. I think they all had a big bunch of kids and weren't really fucking YMCA in it at all. For so I heard. That might be not true. I think one of them's a flat earther. So check these buildings. University looks like a Tartarian building. Government building looks like a Tartarian building. Sheesh. 1912. Prettiest and busiest city in Georgia. Is that so? It looks pretty. I'll give it that. Look at that. That's a lovely little building out on its own, old worlder. Lovely. Somebody took good photographs. Sure, you get a lot of. I've seen loads of buildings like this down in Texas, from Houston or Galveston. Had loads of these. This type. Looking like Candyland. You know? Like that. Candyland. Ooh, that tree's gone. Aw. Yeah, look at that one. Gee, somebody got... Yeah, again with the columns. Look at them. That building behind in the red brick looks like a mud flooder too. Wow. Windows down there. Crazy good. Looks like all of this looks like existence of Rome in Georgia. And there's a Georgia in Asia where Stalin is from. And it's the same name. And it's spelled the same way, almost. And there's Georgia because of what? King George. King George was a fucking nutcase. The madness of King George. It's when all of the happenings happened. When apparently you fucked off the British because that was a wise move, apparently. Although they say that, don't they? But, can't be the case, because why would you name New England if you just kicked them out? It makes no sense. It's like we just had a war with Germany. We're going to call Norfolk New Germany. See, it makes no fucking sense. These are brilliant photos. This is the city of Essen. I've been here. Brilliant night out in Essen, although they did complain about the state of the city after the RAF to me. I may have mentioned before, but I'm going to show you the centre does not look like this in Essen anymore. There's a lot of new buildings because it got completely splattered by the RAF in World War II. Okay, they got these things going on. Crazy. Can you see them? I don't know what they are. There's another one there. You can see the bottom of it. Maybe they just transfer wires and they're just flashy for the railways. So, yeah, the interesting thing about this photographic collection is this. Following World War I, parts of Germany were occupied by the French and the Belgians. Along the Rouen was occupied by the French up until 1920s. And Essen had the Belgians occupying it. Endless amounts, and they put in a large volume of foreign troops on the streets of Essen to occupy it. Here they are, French and Belgian troops guarding what looks like the telegraph, which it is for some reason, and the civilians, which have to put up with it. So, yeah, they occupied. See, a really big presence. But they left just prior to Hitler coming into power. And, it's weird to think, they got fucked over by the Treaty of Versailles after the First World War when they were in really good stead to win the fucking war any fucking way. And got fucked over by everyone. And then they has insane war reparations when you need a wheelbarrow full of money to buy a loaf of bread. And the whole thing had just collapsed. And coupled with that, you got foreign fucking troops roaming your streets telling you what the fuck to do. Oh, that must have been nasty as fuck. So after putting up with that for, I don't know, over a decade, they must have been right primed, the Germans, to go and fucking occupy some of their shit. Because after you've been like fucking pissed off and ruled and pushed about by crazy French fucking troops for the last decade, yeah, with tanks roaming around your streets, French troops roaming around your streets, you might want to go and reenact the Skiffle plan and take them over, like, in World War II. They repeated the Skiffle plan, pincer movement through the Ardennes forest, sort of taking Paris in World War II, but they copied the First World War plan of the Skiffle plan. What I'm trying to say is they made the circumstances for the war reparations, the treaty, so no wonder National Socialism flourished in such a climate, and communism, which I don't think there's any distinction between, actually. And this on the streets. No wonder they went in and fucking invaded, France. See, Hitler was short-sighted. So the day that they were planning out the invasion, they pointed at Poland, and he's like, he can't actually see it because he haven't got his glasses on. Stalin took the rest of Poland, but we didn't declare war on Stalin in World War II. Only the Germans. who have had these people traipsing around their country prior to the war. Makes you think, doesn't it? Created the circumstances. Imagine if you were living under all of these tanks roaming around the streets and a foreign army fucking pushing you around every single day. And look how many of them there are, the French in Essen. Thousands. They said, if you read about it, it says it was a really heavy occupational force, like hundreds of thousands, basically. You got these high caliber machine guns in case there's any uprisings. They leave that out of the history books, don't they? They never focus on the occupations after World War One. Look like they got a bit of a robbery going on as well. Some sort of telephony equipment going on, yeah. Maybe they're fixing it up, part of that invasion thing. So yeah, stacks and stacks of French occupying German territory following World War One. So pissing off the Germans to want to have a war anyway. After this, oh, there's them things again. So, some of you may not have known about that little bit of history. Now you do. Nice architecture in Essen. Shame what happened. Yeah, but I did have a good night there. I was on Wheatsbier on like day. I never, from my hand in my pocket, they kept buying me drinks, all of the Germans. It was lovely doing that. But yeah, they insisted on me going to see the map in the town square of all of the city that had disappeared thanks to the RAF. And they were going, "You did that?" I'm like, "Well, I never." Plus, my father was Estonian and he was in like the German army. So don't give me fucking too much heat, brah. And my grandfather was in the RAF, but he didn't drop a bomb on you because he was an air marshaller. Just to bring the planes in after they drop bombs on you. Fuck loads of French. How annoying would that be? And Jan? Fuck, no. Invasion forces. The last 100 years was completely mental, the stuff that was going down. Okay, what you got here? You're boiling up some sticks. They're eating sticks. No, you might be making them for fire. I get it. Okay, don't worry. So yeah, heavily armed. You got armor. They get around on a load of bikes. And there's a lot of mining in the region, as there is in the Ruhr. So yeah, Essen, all of the Ruhr was occupied by hundreds of thousands of troops up until I think 1923, when it was no longer required. Last couple of pictures I'm going to show you here. I got some books. I'm going to move that up to by there so I can whiz through some of this. Okay. Now, I got a book here I'm going to share with you. I don't know if that means fucking accept or what. Shit. Okay. It does. If you haven't seen this, it's a first-class atlas, this is, but it's German. It's old, but they show you the most incredible weaponry, Starfort, stuff like that. If you haven't seen this book, it's a treat. It's a treat. They show fasces on here as well. I'm not joking. It's like just mental good. Let me just move that back. Okay. So you see Starforts and you see it shows you armament. If I could just let that clear. Starforts, defenses, and you get some weapons I'm not really sure of. These things look like rockets, mortar, this rod with spikes in it, guessing that flies along. Mortars, rockets again, pyramid of cannonballs. Where is that fasces type thing? This thing here, look at that. Just a fiery stick, shooting flames out at the end. Barrel bomb. All sorts of weird weaponry, though. And these chucking, basically firing 2 cannonballs on a chain. That would do terrible to a front line of troops. Chain with cannonballs. They tried it in the American Civil War. Apparently, Ulysses S. Grant tried to get like 2 cannonballs to come out with high caliber cannons, but they couldn't get them to come through at exactly the same time. What the fuck is that? They couldn't get them to fire balloon. come out at the same time, and people who were practicing got killed. So this is a fire balloon, this bit here, guys. And if it's in a cannon, a fire balloon. All of these things. Look at that. Storm pot. The storm pot. What? So that's not a cannonball. This is something completely different. Shit. Looks like a nuke. Okay, that was a different aspect on cannonry. Wow, that is amazing. Look at that. Again, storm pot. That one as well for cannons. They're firing, showing you that, a fuel balloon. And another bomb there. Bombs are cannons rather than cannonballs. Interesting. We don't think the conventional cannons, guys, can do some of the buildings and the starforts from what we've witnessed. We think there's more going on than conventional cannonry. So we proposed electromagnetic cannons because there are a lot of evidences for them in the past. Look at this for amazing Phoenician pictures. So it's Germany. You see Bremen. Bremen used to be the home of an agent that I once worked for, and I was there a lot in Bremen, another place. But look at this. So the Phoenicians, again, with the weather and the storms and the lightning and the flood, everything underwater. Look at that. Wow. That's when Holland got flooded in the 1700s. And half of Friesland disappeared. All of this bit here disappeared. All that green there was flooded and disappeared. All of that green there was underwater. Can you see on that map all that? The whole of the Elbe, all them cities on the coast. That looks like a starfort, Jesus. All of that flooded, was all underwater and looked like that. Wow. Okay. A door into the water. And that is something they got to get the water out. And that is a lot of land underwater there. And the year was, I think it was 1700. Excuse me. Oh, it hasn't got it on there. But I have seen it before, though. Actually, it's going to be on the thing itself. Anyway, 1714, and it's got like maps of Island California, ships, and inside the ships, fantastical detail. I'll link this up the moment I finish. The starforts with the weaponry, beautiful little map there. And this one seems to have this timepiece. It's a really interesting azimuth or equidistant flat Earth map in the middle, which I thought was a really, really good thing. What it is, I don't know what's going on with California. Is an island again. New Mexico is all up there, and all of this is this land. Is this Alaska? Don't know. It's difficult to determine, isn't it? But Asia is right next to it. Flat Earth map in the middle of some timepiece in 1700. Amazing. Of course, they reduced the flat Earth map. This is a time thing. You can correspond. You can see like Frankfurt, and you can work out times, how long it's the distance is to travel. I believe that's what it is anyway. Yeah. Crazy Phoenician things. So there's that ball again. Okay. And Egypt. This is amazing. Check this out, guys. So that's Egypt. What's this? What I've seen this in so many other depictions, but what are they? They're supposed to be the esophagus, yeah. F, I don't know. And what's that? Or glistening. And what's that city? Cairo. Right. Okay. That's What's all of that? And the Sphinx is a chick with wings in this period. Just mind-blowing. There's a star fort right next to Cairo there. Look at that. On the river. There's all star forts. Well, I'll have a look at that in a minute. So, yeah, that city's crazy. Look at that. And there is the Sphinx, is it? Oh, no, there's a Phoenician. So, who's that? And there's the main pyramid of Giza, people all the way up it. And on top of it, there's the 3 pyramids. So, can someone kindly explain that? So there's a huge waterfall behind the Giza Plateau. That's not there. Not now, it ain't. Just mind-blowing. I wonder what the fuck is going on there. So the Nile's dropping, huge waterfall, and then Cairo. I can't work it out. It's just mind-blowing. Let's have a look at the map. So the delta full of cities. Although the delta does flood, there's still places there. And then there's 2 large lakes, which I know not of. And a giant star fort there next to the pyramids. Wow, I've never seen that before. Early 1700s, and there's a star fort there in Malu. There's star forts all along the Nile. Star fort on the bends of the river. Benilalem. Star fort, all the way along the Nile. Tatka, star fort. Acninium, star fort. What? All the way down the Nile. Star forts on every single tributary, massive ones. Essen, I've never seen. Fuck me, look at that. And there's the pyramids. Star fort at the pyramids. What? Nasfa. And there looks like that waterfall. And then the 2 Niles, the run off in 2 separate directions. 2 different Niles. Shit. Into Nubia. Well, isn't it? Fuck. Wow, guys, that's amazing. I'll link this up in the descriptions box below. But wow, I've never actually seen any of this before. Amazing for discoveries. Wow. Holy shit, that's amazing. All right, what else they got here? Okay, that's Holland and Germany. Nice little Phoenician pictures in the corner. Some more. Oh, what is that? Excuse me. Okay, we got the Phoenician Phoenix crown on, all of that going on. Okay. What's that up in the corner with that? That's what I was looking at. Weird. He's having a particularly dangly day, isn't he? No. What's happening with him? My arm's stuck to my side. Anyone speak Dutch? Fucking hell. I'll link this up. Maybe you can tell us what the hell is going on. Look at that star fort in Witzberg. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Beautiful color pictures as well, aren't they? Early 1700s. So I don't know what that is in the corner. Weird stuff. Mr. Dangly. Okay, what's that? Oh, God, look at this. Again with Hermes. Again with the Caduceus. Again with everything. The Horn of Plenty. Again. Cairo. Whoa, look at that. Dresden. Huge star fort. Wow. No wonder they fucking pummeled it. Wow, that big. Wow, look at the size. Man, this is a crazy world of star forts and massive palace castles and just craziness going on. It's just amazing to me. Star forts are everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, what else we got? This is really good. This is a brilliant, brilliant atlas, this one. Down there. Excuse me. Ooh. Oh, it's just a little party going on. Okay, I'm going to link that up. This will be in the descriptions box following this video. I still got 587 of you I've retained for all of this time, which is excellent. So apparently this is the narrative for Emperor Constantine witnessing what they say is a UFO, a cross floating in the sky. But you got like Egypt behind him. What's he doing there? Pyramids, all of them cities we witnessing Egypt. But this is all in the Phoenician world again, with the Phoenician gods. Every single thing in this is Phoenician. Dragonfly in there. But it's supposed to be the Roman world. It's a really, really decent painting, that one. Loads of weird shit going on in there. I'll link it up. You probably can blow that up if you download it. Okay, there's another good book here. I'm not going to go through it, but I'm going to link it up. Is basically 1720 alchemical playing cards. So they are playing cards, but they got an alchemical theme to them, and they're all the clues, like, you know, with the strangeness of hermetics. And let me just translate that. Excuse me. And I'll link this up as well. Satirical card game on law system. And it's just full of alchemical knowledge, which is quite beyond me, a lot of it. I'll link that up. You can go through it yourself. Maybe you can find some clues. I've seen star forts and a lot of, like, you know, like the eagle with the wing open and all of that sort of thing going on. But really old pack of cards. He's missing an arm. Anyway, and this is of architecture. I'm going to link up. I'm not going to go through it because of the time aspect. I'm running out of time here, guys. Is because I've been talking for 3.5 hours now. Oh, fuck me. Is of the Vatican, but it is crazy. They show you the craziest thing. When they put, you know, that is St. Peter's Basilica, and apparently the building of the dome for it, which gives you the most highly detailed pictures. But this raising of this obelisk is what gets me. It's just nuts. They raise this obelisk in St. Peter's Square, the one that piece of Jesus' cross is supposed to be on top of. And they do this, where they have tens of thousands of men, apparently, pulling these obelisks up. Okay? And they have this. This is a plan for where all these people stand. It's going to give it enough pull to pull this giant stone column. And they've done that everywhere in antiquity. And they've done that in the ancient world as well. You've seen how many people are involved? 10,000 people, guys, are involved in putting this obelisk upright. Do you think they've done that for the whole antique world? Look at that. It looks like a circuit board. The whole thing looks like circuitry. So this is the Vatican. Early Vatican, highly detailed images showing us how some of this is done. Look at that. Just insane detail. Again, it looks like electrical circuitry. Again, look at this thing floating under the Cherubinowskis. You know, it looks like it's a 5G. It looks like a tower or something, but it's supposed to be to put up obelisks. And look at her with a fasces in her hand and a twig of something. Yeah, look at that. Do you really think they did that? Or is it just a book telling us they did that? And they were there already from the ancient world? Because this is crazy to think that they had that many people to put these stones up. Look at that. The wobbly columns in the basilica that we see in the modern day. That's how they put them up. So this is a really good clue book, really, to do with antiquity. And I'm going to link it up in the descriptions below this video. Oh, shit. Such bullshit in the world. I know nothing of current affairs in the world at the moment. I don't want to either. Don't give a shit. Shit of a shit. It's all negative, yo. So another brilliant city, exactly the same architecture we just witnessed in America, for Boston, for Seattle, is this city. So that looks like Seattle, doesn't it? That building we just looked at, but it's not. It's Moscow. It's weird. It's supposed to be mortal enemies all the way through the Cold War, but there you go. Exactly the same architecture. Beautiful, though. Look at that. Absolutely stunning pictures of Moscow. Look at this building. It's a bit scratchy, that one. There's no one in this street except for that person down the end, that person there. Well, I find that fascinating. They got these U-bend things with no wires coming off, and they're there. Antiquitech happening all over this building. So it's like they creating a charge there, transferring it to these, and then jumping along these bollards, which are all along the street. I can't work out what they're for, see? And then they could transfer all the way along the columns to these, and like literally electrify, you know, an entire street. Part of the circuit board for computating the simulation, because I think we're doing it ourselves. Anyway, we're definitely manifesting this world for them. They can't do it. We do it. Look at this. Apparently built by humans. So that's the top of a building. As you can see, the rest of it is way underground. Just the top. Mind-blowing image, that. And they built all of that using them little horse and cart. Them ones. Exactly the same rulers, the empire, the curtains unveiling, double-headed eagle, wings open. They've even got fasces all over their stuff. Laurel leaves for control. There is no separation between countries. They're all the same fucking people. Look at that. Same rulers. And we're just workers for them. I don't think even the rich people are out of it. I think they're bitches too. And these super elite, are they real? I don't even know. The ultimate aim of the controllers, I don't think we matter. Almost seems like we're superfluous with the reset cycle and the evidence that we've uncovered that this space gets wiped out over and over again and then replaced with a load of other people from somewhere fucking else. Which is spooky. And the fact that a lot of antiquity has been fabricated, the wars, the narrative, the history books that they give us, nothing like the real world. Nothing like what was really going on. It was a great civilization. Look at this Coptic church covered in mud. All the way up to there. In Moscow. And I noticed these rulers, what do they do with their money? Well, they waste it on on fucking flashy shit. Opulence. See these? This picture is not Moscow. This has to be St. Petersburg. I've seen these in St. Petersburg. And they are ships through through totems, if you like. Got them in my city as well. They got them in Madison Avenue in New York. They got them in everywhere. Exactly the same columns with ships, Phoenician ships halfway through them, like there. These are bows and sterns. Same rulers, the Phoenicians, worldwide, everywhere. 1835, it says on that building. Looks identical to the ones in America. Same Buckingham Palace, Greco-Romano frontage, same everything. Same everything. How can that be? Every single place in the world has the same architecture. Same encoding, alchemical. Giant cannon, do you think they put them balls in there? I think they put the balls there to sort of paint the picture that they actually used the balls in that giant cannon. The Tsar cannon that is in St. Petersburg as well. No, I think that one's in the Kremlin, actually, that cannon. Yeah, no, there's the Tsar bell in St. Petersburg. some reason it fell from a clock tower in an earthquake or a fire in the clock tower, actually, and then fell. And it was that big, they got it up in a clock tower in the air for some reason. Yeah, I'm going to come and have a chat with you all now, guys. Looking at millions of bloody images for ages and ages. Look at that quadriga and a Roman archage. Triumphal Arch of Moscow, exactly the same everywhere in the world. Crazy stuff, guys. Anyway, so yeah, this video is fantastic. It's got it's on my old channel. I've just downloaded it. I'm going to upload it. It's a musical thing that I put together. But the thing about this is it has like it says 1,000, but they're not. They're thousands of exquisite pictures. Some of these are available on the thumb drive of antiquity. And I was going through them last night. I thought, my God, these are fantastic. So I'm going to put that up in a day or two, maybe tomorrow on this channel, because people turn up on my channel don't realize that if you click I'll show you now what I mean. It's a pain in the ass. All us YouTubers are moaning about it. There's not much you can do. They're fucking stupid. It says here when people go to my channel, I haven't made a video in a month since I was in America. But if you click my live tab, there's all my videos. See what I mean? It's like they've hidden them, really. Not a lot of people know that that's the score. So yeah, content, stacks and stacks of content there. And if you click that link there, it takes you to the Celtic Tartarian channel with 1,100 videos, all on this subject. Also, coming up here, that's linked below, Stockholm Expo. Okay, pre-sale tickets, that's available. That's going to be on in October. Got a little bit of time yet left. And there's Jason there explaining all about myself, Max Egan, Decode Reality. Max Egan. It's going to be fantastic, okay? And that is coming up, San Diego in October, okay? So keep an eye on that. That is linked up in the descriptions box below. You get a ticket for that if you're in America land and you want to come and have a hug with yours truly. Should be pretty funky. Welshman in Cali. Think about it. I know. So what's going on, guys? How many have we got? 551 of you. Yeah, YouTube sucks. It's boring as well. I just don't like it that they just does shitty things. They gaslight us too. But it's never been an easy ride on YouTube. But the thing is you can survive it. It's just, the key is to have a fuckload of channels. So that when they bounce one of your channels, you can go straight on another one and have loads of accounts too. And that's how you prolong your life on YouTube, because they do purges every now and again. I'm already on a copyright strike at the moment for apparently medical disinformation, as if I would do that. Crafty Kim, an amazing achievement, Martin. I guess so. I guess there'll be millions of people that would love to be in my shoes. Yeah, probably. Or not, as the case may be. Freelance Panties. Oh, I like your name. Shitbag always hides the good stuff. They do. They do, the shitbags. Hey, D'Angelo. Sorry, bro. Good to see you, man. Shiv Shampooich, talking to Machiavelli. Small Town Girl. Resonance, indeed. Priceborn, good to see you. Those were the days, my friend. I thought they'd never end. David Dickinson. Good name, that David. It's got Dickinson in it. Too big to cut off with other bells. Yeah, it's just yeah, that's true. That one slice that's out of it, I think it weighs 80 ton. Just that one chunk. I think it's around that. I'd have to look it up, but I did read that once. It was like, fucking hell, that's just the chunk. Karen Knoll, Jolly Man's in the house as well. Bells interface with their frequency. Check out local church bells. Yeah, talking about them for so long now. I'm more belled out. That's my bell end. Jimmy Shampoo, battle is already won. Yeah, it's just a matter of time now. Okay, Thriceborn. It's just the process of waking up as many people to it all as we possibly can. It doesn't take a genius to work out that they lie about all. They just sent cartoons to the moon and everyone still fucking believed it. That's a whole load of nuttiness right there, guys. It won't be long before they wake up. Okay, thanks, Gumnut. You rock too. You are all fabulous people, guys. Really do appreciate you coming here, spending your time here on Saturday, putting us all in one place at the same time, which is a fabulous thing. I love doing that. Bringing the magic. Okay, God, I've been talking for so long. It's crazy how long I've been talking. So, Gary Feltham, who's in the chat in the Celtic Tartarian channel. Hope you're doing well, my son. And Kane and Hippie. She's in there. So, Karen said that. So, anybody want to shout? Say Tarad in chat, because I'm going to be wrapping this up. I've been talking, and it's already Sunday since 8:30. So 4 hours. So make sure if you do share this out, that would be good. If you like this video, had a little giggle, learned something. We've seen some mind-blowing stuff tonight, though, guys. You've got to admit that. Like this video. Share this video out. It wasn't too bad. Wasn't too much swearing involved. That's it. Enrique. Grenville Dak. He's my bro. I met him in Houston. He's awesome. Grenville. He gave me a t-shirt. It's over there. I love my t-shirt. Thank you, Grenville. Awesome. Nancy, hope you enjoyed your stickage. But stickage as well. Stickages, I should say. Drives. Thumb drives. Karen, no. See all my funky pictures. Crafty Kim. Jason Rigby. All lonely people. Where did they all turn up from? Good question. I think the Beatles were trying to tell us something there. Where did they turn up from indeed? Where do they all come from? Sandubi, good to see you. Vibes is in the house, talking to our brother Brian. We send Brian love, Dallas, and our India Wilson. Okay, just moved down back down to the start. Yeah, the temperature's dropping in Britain. It's like only 10 degrees at the moment. That's fucking bullshit. Oh, fucking 10 degrees. Colin Robinson, been a pleasure. Thank you, my friend. Okay, hello from Denmark. Give us a hoogle. Okay, give us a hoogle. HQ Facts. Thanks, Campbell. Where's our hangout? We're going to have a hangout soon or what? Me and you from the dome, man. Mind you. I won't be here for long. Oh, I mean on Earth, yeah. I mean in Wales. Plane Drifter. Ting, ting, shiny. Good to see you, ting, ting. Ooh, he's Lonnie. He's in the house. Most fun Flaterday. Thank you. Oh, thank you, smoking dank. Julia, good to see you. Outstanding, thank you. Hope we learned something together. There's definitely questions I put up there that give you something to think about a bit later. Matthew, good to see you. Ting ting. Romney Bear, brother, good to see you, Bear. Much love to you and your fam. And Carol Herring, Truth Seeker. Good to see you, lovely. We love Truth Seekers. They're the bestest, bravest people. Everyone else sits there and takes it. Truthers think, fuck it, I'm gonna fucking tell people what goes on. Can't help yourselves. Just good people, kind people. Okay, they wouldn't do the same. Probably would. Don't know. London Motor Loving. There's no rules in this place. Is there? Only the ones they make. You know, all I think is just be excellent to one another. And party on. Should be our essential rules. Yeah. Just be excellent to one another. Be loving. Huggages. Lots of huggages. Bells and gongs. Bongs and fongs. I like that. Bongs and fongs. Oh, it's Gary. You're everywhere. Jason's. No. There you are. So there you are. California meetup. Thank you, Hippie Shake. John Rigby. Live free or die trying. Jason, that's on the back of my t-shirt. Yeah. Okay. I hope you do Texas meetup while you are back in the US. Very, very possible, Grendel. Very, very possible. Okay, I will be there very soon. Back in beautiful Texas. Oh, excuse me. Have an awesome night, Hippie Shay Campbell saying to you, Teresa. Okay. And there's my Mickey there, sending love, Mickey. Okay, thanks, mate, bro. Okay, thanks, my bro. God, awesome gang. Fucking awesome people. So lucky. That's where real richness is people, friends, people and friends. Can't put a price on that shit. Can't. Okay. And I'm lucky I got some good friends. Truth Propaganda and 60,000 awesome subscribers. Lucky me. Crafty Kim. Cheerio, folks. Okay. TFF. Ta-ta for now. And I will be back very, very soon. Keep an eye on my channel. I got a video to go up this week. I'm supposed to be doing an interview this week, but he hasn't got back to me. So I'm hoping that come off. There's Debs. So keep an eye on this channel. I'm still around for a little while in this country doing flat British things. Okay then. Bongs and thongs, my new password. Oh, I see. There you are. Sherry. It's a new phrase born. Trev, PDS. Okay. Good name. Okay. Helicopter view. And don't forget to... Fritz. Okay. I used to. I don't do that anymore. You and Jason need a mini US tour to the Northwest. We may do something like that next year, but we got this convention meet in Cali 2 months. Get your tickets to meet us. And I hope to meet a load of you there again. The last time in Houston was just a fucking blast. Grendel, wasn't it? We had a really good day, wasn't it? Fucking hell. So we had a brilliant time. It was 420. It was fucking excellent info. Great Wall of Rome, and Max came, and it was just the best. We had the best time. Cool, Houston. Gumnut, which I really love, by the way. It's fantastic. Gratitude. Okay, then. Giggles and awesomeness. Okay, then. Fat Firms, thanks all for being here, guys. Don't do anything I wouldn't do and stay fucking epic, yeah? What club are you in? Club Fuck It. That's right. Okay. I'm not a founder member. I didn't make that up. Okay. My friend made it up, but it's brilliant, so I keep it in it. Club Fuck It. Fuck it. Okay. Okay. Oh, thanks. KB. Okay. Epic people. And there you are. Teasers linking up the tickets. If you're in America, make some plans. There's plenty of time to get there. I'd love for John Levy to come. That would be fantastic. Campbell, you're in Florida in October, aren't you? Yeah? Doing a convention. You should come. You should come to Cali, Campbell. We'll keep you. Won't let you back. Okay, Club Row C, front row seats. Club Fuck It. That's how you spell it, is it, Cheryl? Thank you. She's actually founder member. I'm co-founder member. I've been allowed. I asked permission. Okay. Pat Short. Damn. Great show. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Matthew. Campbell is in Florida and Jason might visit there. Fuck, I'm coming. Jason, I'm coming. Want to see Campbell? Yes, we should duck up. Fucking 500 witnesses, Campbell. We should, bro. This is it. You're going to be fucking 2 states away, bro. You got to come. You got to come and see us, man. You can hang out with us. You'd love it, mate. You'd absolutely fucking love it. That would be brilliant, Campbell. I really like the sound of that. We would rock. So, Fed, good to see you, Martin. Thank you for your comments. I know I did have a crazy couple of posts. People are like, thinking, is this the way we're going now, man? And it's like, no, this is me doing comedy because Bob all the serious stuff all the time. Because it does get a bit like, everyone's going to die. Well, you are anyway, so don't get over it. I think it's funny. Autodidactic. I want John Levy. I asked him, but he's worried. The only thing that's stopping him is he's got an alien cat. And I don't blame him. He can't fuck off and come back. The cat's gone. Really, really bad for him. And he's got a lovely dog. But you should bring the cat. He said that I asked him to bring the cat, and he said it would not make the journey. I think it's 8 hours or something. I'm going to keep on. Break him down, guys. Okay for you. I'll keep on to John. John, you come in. Everyone said. I'll do that, right? I'll tell him. I'll say, I blame them. Blame you lot. Those 2 states are like a 3-day drive. I'm aware of that. It's 20 hours. I know. But that's all right because we're superheroes, homeless. We can do this shit. Okay. I love John Levy too. We all love John. Awesome. Fucking legend. Anyway, I gotta go. Platform mate, stay epic. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all the funky things I just mentioned. Okay. And I hope you enjoyed my show this weekend.